Hello. I'm unmuted now, so if you want to like actually like throw people under the bus or some shit like that, then you're more than welcome to doing it now.
Oh, I would never throw people under the bus. I'd throw them under a train instead, more likely to get a bigger mess.
Lol. Okay. Sure.
Also, hello everyone. How y'all doing?
Hello.
I'm not talking about violence here. What are you all on about? As many of you might see on my screen, I don't have Grant's standard PNG tuber at the moment. I have the Grant burger.
Hi everyone. I am currently a burger on Code stream, but meanwhile, Code just showing the secret ingredients behind his stream. But over on my screen, I forgot to put my arms back on. Hang on a second.
I'm kind of glad I didn't accidentally do what I did last time and accidentally show my Twitter feed, which I actually had on my not safe for work Twitter feed. I showed a few seconds snippets to publish that video just because of that.
Yeah, nah. I think I've done something close to that, and I was like, right, VOD's deleted, not risking any of that nonsense or anything like that, so I've done the same sort of thing, so...
Because I was showing everyone my throne, because I wanted to show them what things I added onto my throne, and I forgot that I had the Twitter up as a second window, and then I closed the throne window, and then the Twitter pops up, and there's like a few seconds of a big beefy Jake Long with massive schlong. I'm like, no!
I like, if I ever show like the GrantZeebs like Twitter feed, I would have the same problem, but I've thankfully have kind of just stopped like retweeting most of that sort of stuff now, but I've now like made a, rather than having like the Grant Twitch one for like the whole like safer work stuff, and like if I wanted to share something to like chat or what have you, it had to be something referenced within there. It couldn't be something referenced in GrantZeebs. And I was like, you know what, fuck it. Like there's already like time and a half, like all these different like restrictions I put on where it's like, okay, hopefully no one who's watching me is watching me with like under 18s or anything like that. But I'm not like growing at such a rate where it's like I'm getting 16 unders or something, or rather like finding my shit and me getting in trouble. Thank Christ.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it.
I actually removed some items from my throne store at the moment. So I've removed the 2 Beastars volumes, as well as one of the Ancient Magus' Brides volume. Because while we were in Melbourne,
boy, thank you for the follow
this week,
I'm the bestest
managed
boy,
to
though.
find those pretty cheaply over at Minotaur and Critical Hit.
Hello.
Oh, okay.
Along
Hello,
with
Jason.
All Stars Comics.
All right, hang on a second.
So one thing I need to do at some point is I actually have to get, because I still have all of my manga sitting in the box underneath in the walk-in cupboard at the moment that I haven't actually put onto the bookshelves yet. I've got empty bookshelves sitting in my study at the moment.
Just waiting for manga.
Just waiting for manga and comic books to go into it.
I don't have any bookshelves in my study because the study, like, I want to use it for like VR space and such like that, so I don't want to like clutter like anything that isn't like on the desktop side. I don't want to like clutter behind me or anything like that. Plus it helps that VR like VTuber stuff is like I can decorate the background that's behind me with all kinds of stuff if I really cared.
Yeah. Actually, one thing that's really interesting, I actually learned this when I was trying to find ways of sort of sound dampening my room and my study a little bit. One way that I found that actually works really well is actually having bookshelves and things like that, because they create another layer from the wall, and having stuff on those bookshelves, like actual books, DVDs, things like that, actually creates a dampener on the wall. Even hanging things up like pictures will create a damper on the wall because it stops a lot of vibrations from directly hitting the wall.
Yeah, so that's like I'm trying to remember who it was like Epoch Streams or something like that talked about like sound dampening, because audiophilia is like their thing. It's like a huge deal, and they did the whole explanation where it's like things are going to be bouncing off the ceilings and the floors and your walls and such like that, and you want to try and get as much as much sort of, because you can have like foam and fabrics and such, but frankly just having things in the room is so much better than having nothing.
Oh yeah. like I've got all sorts of figurines and stuff. Like, actually, I really need to go through and dust soon because we've got a house inspection coming up in a week or two. So tomorrow I'm going to be doing a mad dusting spree tomorrow. So I expect my hay fever to be, oh boy.
Thank you for the 69 bits, best boy. I'm now like Himbo on my side, and Sir Dragon wants to rub your belly.
Well, so Dragon, you can come over to my chat because there's actually a belly rub redeem over here.
Yeah. So hang on a sec. If I do multi, it will do, and then I can pin this. And then I can do a shout out because we're both going to be playing the same game tonight.
Oh yeah,
yeah. We're going to be playing Destiny 2.
And also for everyone here, I'm just going to give a shout out to Grant. So those who don't know who Grant is, although like 95% of my chat have come from your chat.
Nah. Oh wait, no, hang on. I remember Husky. Husketeer just doesn't go to my chat anymore. Everyone looks to me and they're like, "Oh no, he's a bit too American," and so they go to you. Yeah. You're the cool like Australian vibes that everyone wants.
Yeah. No, I've stolen the child in the divorce, so he's mine now.
He's not a child. He's a grown-ass man who can make his own decisions.
Yeah, and he chose to live with Daddy.
Ah! Wait, hang on a sec. Where's the button? Here's the button. No, that's not the button. Where's the button? This is the button? No. This button. Ah! And then it just fade to black.
Wow, best boy throwing those biddies at
I am really thankful. It was started with 69 bits because of the fact that they just wanted to see me hyper himbo, and now they threw 100 bits when I introduced the
221 paid me
introduced
to say,
the
like
I am so smart video, because I just think that's like a funny phrase. It's just I am so smart. I am so smart. SMRT. I mean SMART.
I had to keep reminding you that there was that in the actual in the video. You keep doing just the SMART. It's like, no, it's SMRT SMART. It's like, oh yeah, that's the thing.
Yep. No, that's kind of part of the joke, because you keep forgetting the A with the smarts. It's great. And Furry Cures wants me to show my butt. It's not happening.
The butt.
The butt.
The button.
Hopefully that reaches through to you. Oh!
What reaches through? What?
Oh, there was meant to be a badunts. Did you not hear it?
No, I didn't hear it.
Okay, I need to fix... Alright, so... Oh, wait, hang on a second, hang on. Because it's going through, like, the sound thingy-madig... Oh, I think I know what I need to do in Discord.
Yes, Dreza, there is a burger here, but you can't eat the burger.
Yeah, no, like... Me, because someone made me into a burger, and I thought it was funny. So I was like, you know what? Let's just make it a burger.
No eating the burger. No eating the burger.
Please no eating the burger. I am very important.
Oh, you still have my Titan Quest shirt on.
Well, yeah, because that's what's in the Oh, actually, hang on a second. If I
I can give you my individual link to replace that.
Well, Well, I think I already have your individual link. It's the Fugi Reactive. You should be able to go into Fugi Reactive and change it on your side, because that's how you've ended up with my burger. Is because I've set the Fugi Reactive with mine.
Yeah, but the thing is, my Fugi Reactive already is.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is. Okay, because I have the. Okay, so. Because I just clicked on the setting thingy-majiggy and I saw I could click revert, and when I clicked revert, it changed to what I'm assuming is your normal one with the mushroom on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's updated on my thingy-majiggy too now.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Because mine was still that way for a while. I was like, why am I wearing my Titan Quest shirt? I haven't played Titan Quest in ages.
Yeah, that was a long time, because that was how we were doing that, like, every, I want to say Saturday, weren't we?
Pretty much every Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, every Friday, Saturday. Because we went through Titan Quest. It was basically because did we start like back from the beginning, or did we only go in through
No, we went from the beginning.
DLC?
We went from the beginning, and then we did the DLC as well.
Fuck yeah. And then we stopped because then the last DLC was like, oh, you have to play a legendary character. And it was like, none of us played a legendary character.
None of us have any equipment to play a legendary character.
They had to literally give us legendary equipment, and we were like, oh, we're dying like left, right, and center right now. So
Because the legendary equipment they gave us was shit.
Yeah, it was. Ah. I see Furry Kira's being horny. He's being like, let me put Grant in my mouth.
No, you can't put Grant in the mouth.
No, I gotta do important things like playing Destiny 2.
No, that being said, I can put Grant in my mouth. See, look.
No, you can't. No. Put me back. Put me back,
Okay,
please.
fine.
Put me back. Thank
Fine.
you.
No fun.
Yeah. All right.
I wanted to eat the. You make yourself into a Berber, and I'm not allowed to eat the Berber.
Oh, I'm sorry. You just see a Berber, and it's not even your burger, and you're like, oh, I want to eat the burger. Ah, shit, I got hit. I'm dead.
I mean, it's just like when Ware Barista comes in and he's a burger, and I can't eat Ware Barista burger.
Where Barista's burger is amazing, though. I would not feel. I do not have a complaint about, because here's the thing: is Where Barista just, he looks like those cafe burgers or what have you, or the cafe coffees where it's like it's part of the foam or the bun, and you're just sort of looking at it and you're like, damn, that's a good burger.
I think Ware Bear's burger was actually your character here commission he had done.
Okay.
Meeps with the 21-month tier 1
If I
sub.
remember correctly. I might be
Meep
wrong.
cookie.
Anyway,
Thank you,
do we wanna-
Meeps, for the thank you for the 21 months. Why are my things not working?
No idea. Alright, so we can jump into Destiny 2 soon if you'd like. I've got two characters we can use. I've got a Warlock and a Hunter.
I'm currently using the Titan because Titans sound cool.
So it's either I can use the magic user or I can use the guy that throws knives at everyone.
I feel like you'd like magic. I feel like between the two of us, like whenever we do duo stuff, because you were like a magician or something like that in Titan Quest, weren't you?
I do like magic. The only thing is I find with the Warlock, like their speed is very slow. But I do have a good build with the Warlock where I can throw infinite grenades!
Oh, that sounds cool. I want to see that. I want to see infinite grenades.
Okay, I'll go Warlock then.
All right, then, cool. Because I only have the
actually,
one. It's just for Titan.
Yeah, actually, my Warlock, I have not done the... No, shut up. I don't want to... No.
Cookie.
It's going through the cutscenes for Last Lightfall. I'm like, no, I've already seen these on the Hunter. I went through on the Hunter to remove these.
Are they gonna make you go through the opening mission or something like that?
So I've done the opening mission for the Warlock already, but I haven't done. So when you actually start a new character, if you've got the expansions, which you don't, I don't have Lightfall either at the moment.
Why is my...
So you actually do need to go through all of the expansions all over again, especially if you want to access the subclasses for each of those expansions, because you need to do stasis, you need to do I've forgotten the name of each of the expansions. I should know these because I've played them enough times. I should know what the expansion names are, but I don't because I'm dumb.
That's okay. I don't know the expansion names either. I'm just having trouble with trying to put Destiny 2 on my screen because it's not automatically detecting as like a full screen application or whatever for some reason. And
okay.
Yeah, no, sorry if I'm like, rushing through the whole like we are doing this.
No, like mine's doing it too. It's not popping up as a full screen application.
Weird. Is it because... Hang on a sec. Let me go to my settings. Video. I wonder what happens if I change it from like borderless full screen to like
And that's actually
just
what I
to
was
full
gonna
screen.
say.
So it will make alt tabbing like the worst, however. So hopefully I don't have to alt tab. Hopefully Jason
No, I
will be
just
like
did
no.
that.
Apply changes. I don't know why. I feel like my screen just turned brighter when I turned this into full screen as well, but it hasn't done that. Huh. Then what's windowed full screen? Hopefully windowed full screen doesn't have like a bar at the top. Do you want to keep these settings? Yes, please. And then...
Still not appearing for me for some reason.
Strange. Capture any full screen application. Turn off studio mode. I'm playing on the PC for myself. Code, how are you playing this?
PC as well.
Okay, so we're playing on the same thingy-majiggy at least. Let's see. I wonder if there's like a setting you have to turn off and on or something. Hang on, Destiny 2
Furrycures
OBS.
1221 paid me to say you still cute. But you mega stinky butt.
The game capture mode of applications is not supported. The following methods are supported for capturing video of Destiny 2 on PC. To capture while playing an exclusive full screen, hardware captures through methods such as Elgato, AverMedia, or dedicated PC is supported. NVIDIA's Shadowplay and AMD's Relive are supported. To capture while playing in windowed mode, including borderless full screen, OBS and XSplit screen capture is supported. Okay. So you just have to like show the full application. I don't like this kind of backup where it's like, oh, just show your entire screen. I'm like, no. That's not how I want to do this.
Yeah.
Because it wants me to like just go display capture, and I'm like, that's kind of painful. And then I have to slip this down. I'm gonna put it beneath game source, so then that way I like, if game source ever works.
Apparently,
So-
Furrycures is called a stinky. Apparently.
Psst,
One
Yes,
second, guys.
they-
Be quiet for a sec, because I'm just fixing something.
not to worry. This is gonna be fun as we both like quickly figure out how to get it working. So I got it working on my side, and the way I did that
Okay.
was I just had to follow their thing, and where they said, all right, use display capture. So you're basically capturing like the entire display when you do it that way.
I honestly hate doing it that way, but I guess we have no choice.
Yeah, I don't like doing it that way either. So let me.
All right. Well, I'll have to do it. So add display capture. I'm just gonna put this as Destiny 2.
They obviously do not make it fun for us. Oh, I could be putting main display 1 as like, I could be putting that in my game source instead, so then that way that's a backup.
Yeah,
Actually,
the only thing is that gonna have the?
where's my?
Okay, it doesn't look like it's gonna. Because one thing that I was worried about was it doing the thing where it would, when I do this, it's gonna play the sound.
So long as you only do the, because I don't believe display capture does a sound.
No, so it's not bringing up the sound. So it is doing the game audio still, which is good.
Alrighty then, cool. Yeah, I just had to quickly unmute your stream to take a look, and it's like I didn't hear like a double up of like the thingamadiggy. Alright, so if I bring up my stream deck, this,
So I can always remove. I can always just remove that if I need to. I hate having to have to do it this way though.
yeah. Nah, I don't like it particularly either, because like let's say the application crashes or something, then it's just everything that's behind that screen pops up.
That's
And
why.
it's like-
That's why I don't want anything behind that screen at the moment.
Yeah, I'm the same sort of thing. No, give me my proper
Actually, let me just go to
scenes.
my chat screen to make sure there isn't anything behind that screen.
just a quick
repeat of the
just a
last
triple
screen.
check.
Yep. No inappropriate naughties hidden behind the screens.
Yeah, nothing to
No.
worry about, chat. Stop asking questions. Where the F is the Alright, I can
Sorry,
minimize
guys.
this.
No naughties for you.
Awesome. I think. All right. Yep. Nope. That's out of the way there. All right. I can switch back on the main thingy-majiggies.
Wow.
Can turn off studio mode now as well, so then that way I'm not worried
They've
about all
actually
that.
changed some of the UI since I've last played this.
When did you last play?
So I haven't played for a few months because I fell sort of out for a little while. I do play on and off with Spiky Cat. I do raids with his group every now and again.
That's cool.
But I have not played in gosh knows how long.
All right.
Like I've not actually sat down and really sort of given it the full 9 yards for quite some time.
I've like dipped in a few times into this thing, honestly, but that like I've only just dipped in when you told me, oh, the Witch Queen or whatever was available for free, and I'm like, oh, that sounds cool. Didn't even get into the Witch Queen because by the time I was like, I got done with like basically the tutorial in the Cosmodrome or whatever it was called.
Yeah,
I was like, you know, they opened up Lightfall, and I was like, oh, and then they threw me into that like opening mission for Lightfall, and I was like, what in the world?
Oh. They've updated the Journeys tab.
Oh, so that wasn't how it normally is?
No, it was very different. And they've added in Guardian ranks too. That's definitely new.
Interesting. So yeah, because I didn't like a lot of the stuff I don't recall. Like collections looks like collections as I recall it. I don't have my clan. Journey I don't recall, and then I do know they've altered characters. So there's like loadouts apparently, and then there's also. You know, mods.
Loadouts and mods. So I'm not sure. I don't actually have any real mods for any of these.
I think they're just like for small potato sort of stuff. So,
yeah.
Also, are we friends on Bungie's thingy-madig?
I don't think we are. I know we're friends on Steam. That's the other thing I don't like now too. Is now when I shift tab, it's gonna bring up my Steam thing, and everyone's gonna see my Steam.
Oh, yeah. So I get across all platforms, only Xbox players, find a player via search, accept and... Oh, okay. So if I type in a search...
I'm going to go back to my chat screen so I can...
Yep, actually, I'll probably do the same as well, so then that way I'm not, like, accidentally, like, exposing you. Because I've got... So yeah, because I got Savage... There is a code Yoshi on my like friend list because of the Windows, but you don't have your your quote unquote Xbox account linked with your Bungie account, do you?
No, I have. Oh, actually, I think I do, but I mostly use my Steam when I've got my Bungie account.
Okay. Do they give you like an easy way to invite people?
There is a way to do it, and I have no idea.
Well, do you, like, if you look on your friends, do you mind sharing your Destiny to me?
Oh.
Because Discord.
Yeah. Let me just... I can give you my Bungie name. Yep,
that should do it. All right, hold on a sec. So if I go to...
I'll just go to Discord and I'll give you my Bungie name.
Yep. That'll work for me. Maybe this was something we should have done, like me. Rather than me, like, being like, do I need socks on for when I stream? I don't normally need socks. Rather than doing that, maybe I should have been like, oh, hey, are we friends on Bungie's game?
Nah, because socks is more important.
I need to improve the health system. I get whacked, like, so easily now.
Oh, I do have my Xbox. I can link my Xbox account, but I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, like, that was my thought, is, because with the whole, they used to be part of Activision, then they left it, and now they've got picked up by Sony. Like, I feel like they've just got so many platforms they have to be concerned with, and Bungie, like, people forget about this, but Bungie were kind of like the starting gun for good network play in video games.
Oh, yeah.
That was their thing. Like, they were the ones that, you know, pushed it for Xbox and PlayStation. They, like, whenever you see the available on Xbox Live, like, Halo 2 made that put. How? How are people able to hit me so easily?
What, are people throwing things at you, are they?
Yeah, and I'm getting, like, absolutely, you know, like, kicked around. Hang on a second. How much are they dropping me in health? So, droppable... Oh! If there's a droppable item with the tag death and a throwable item... Alright, so if I look at my defaults... And so they can drop...
So have you sent me a friend request yet for...
No, I have not. Now I'm just getting hit with everything. What the F? What the F? Is it just going to be for everything that hits me? Oh, look at that! Look, speak of the devil, and they're there. I need to throw something else at me while I troubleshoot this thingy-majiggy. Also, hang on. You wanted my Bungie name.
Yes. Trying to find the invites tab.
It's all players, platform players, manage invites.
Yeah, where's this?
Where's? Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Player found. Details. Send a Bungie friend request.
There's the friend request I got from Grant.
There we go. Okay, the anvil will kill me, like, right at the get-go, Jack. No one's gonna survive an anvil.
Okay, accept friend request. Not unless you're Wile E. Coyote.
No. But then again, Wile E. Coyote is just, you know, an eldritch being of death and a roadrunner escaping him.
True. So I've accepted your invite, so...
Yep.
Another way just to invite you into the group, too, would just be go... You know, shift tab. What are you playing on?
Select invite to fire team. I see you now. So yeah, so you just need to link your Windows with your Bungie thingy. Like, I like that Bungie has a means of being able to try and like get everyone into like the one system, because as we get more and more into crossplay, they need to, like, companies just need to have a better grasp on, oh, hey, a person could probably be friends across multiple platforms and own multiple platforms.
Yeah. Right, Space Yeen, how you doing?
Yeah. Hi, Space Yeen. All right, now I can swap back over to the game screen, and then I can pause the music in the background. Yeah. Now, hopefully...
Yeah, I want to do it. I want to do a challenge with Space Yeen. Space Yeen, you remember the other day with the Monster Hunter stream where you guessed the Resident Evil monster by my really bad description? Just vibing, super sleepy tonight, so relaxing. Heyo Grant, heyo Code.
Hi.
Oh god, yeah, I remember. Well, I wanted to do a bit of a challenge with you. I wanted to do a very terrible Resident Evil monster description and see if you could guess the monster I was guessing. Because you got it spot on first time. It was like, oh my god, how did you do that?
Give me my shirt back. I demand my shirt back. You can't do this while Code is talking to Space Yeen.
For now, because I need
fucking
to,
awesome, like, Twitch really verified Space Yeen Twitch streamer.
Really bad descriptions for Resident Evil monsters, and then one day when I'm either on your stream or when I pop into your chat on your stream, or you come into my chat on my stream, I'm gonna hit you with a few of them. Okay, so that's something. It's in the brain box. It's gonna be done.
Awesome.
Because I want to see how good you are. Because you are a Resident Evil god when it comes to Resident Evil stuff I've seen. So I want to see just how good you are.
No, Space Yeen isn't shirtless all the time. Space Yeen has like a jacket or something like that. He's not topless.
I thought it was more of a vest.
Yeah. Okay. Vest. Point is, chat is like stole my shirt, and Alvirus is just like, "Hey, you're shirtless. He's shirtless. It's totally fine." And I'm like, "No, that's not the same."
All right. So what stuff have you done actually in Destiny 2 at the moment? So you've completed the Cosmodrome.
Yes. There was like a new light. My goodness.
Yeah. So You can do. I think you can do the base modes, like the first missions, the introduction missions to each of these.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I gotta really see what quests I have to do. Pray to God I don't have to do any. Nope. Okay, so I don't have to do any of the cosmic drum stuff. So I done that. Wait, I have Bungie's 30th anniversary pack.
Huh. Well, I don't have it. Okay, so Season of Defiance. You complete light thingamadiggies. Complete my placements.
You kind of need the you need to get the seasons in order to partake in most of it.
Okay.
But you can do all the leveling up, but there are some story missions that you need the season pass for. So we can do some strike raids if you want to do those.
Okay. All right. So, and that's Vanguard, Gambit, strike raids is in the Vanguard, is it, or?
Yeah. So strike raids is in the Vanguard. So you've got Nightfall, Grandmaster, or you've got. Oh, okay. For some reason, all fire team members must be at or above. Really? Only okay. So yeah. So Vanguard Ops is the only one we can do.
Yeah, because that one has a power level. Because like Nightfall requires a power level of 1750, which I don't think I am at. Yeah, no, I'm only like 17 flat.
Yeah, Nightfall's a little harder. But what I was gonna say, we should go to the tower first and go to Savala and get some bounties first before we hit the.
Oh, okay.
Because you want bounties to get extra bonuses and stuff like that.
Wait, which one's Savala? Oh, the blue, what's-a-mahoozy guy.
Yeah, the blue dude.
Yep, okay, yep, I know exactly where that is. I know exactly where he is.
Yeah, he's the guy that sits there pretty much just near the ironwood tree. He sits there and he's all like, What's the date? It's Monday, isn't it? Ah, shit,
yes,
that means
it's Monday.
That means Zer's no longer out and around. They're not accessed. Oh, yeah, because I'm waiting for a thing to... So there's another guy that actually wanders around. You can find him from time to time. He's a character named Zer. And when you find this character, he'll actually have exotic gear for sale for certain points. And there is some good exotic gear you can get from him.
Okay.
So he'll sometimes have an exotic. So he'll have one exotic weapon, and he'll have an exotic armor piece for each of the classes.
If you're feeling stressed, anxious, or depressed, please visit bungie.net/mental health. I didn't know that I was gonna get hit with one of those load messages.
Oh yeah, that is something they've been doing for a little while.
Okay.
Something in my post box. It's my post box.
Oh, do I have something in my post box? Because I saw it like flashing. Oh, lost items. Legion Bane.
You went the robot too with both robots.
Yes, we're both robots. I like the robot because like I don't know, like robots just seem like a cool idea, and plus like Cade's dead, and I miss Cade. And
here, come here.
Is it his statue like behind the tree with like little affidavits? There he is. Let's hear his messages.
Yours 1221 thinks you should do 20 squats.
Some of the stories I've heard.
Sorry.
Okay, I gotta do my 20 squats next. All right, hang on. Let me mute you so you don't have to hear me counting. Go.
I've got. So for those on Grant stream just watching at the moment, I've got one of the most fun emotes you can get. So I got a table you can flip. Flip that table out. Yeah, fucking fed up with that shit. Selfie mode. Look at that selfie.
8. That's cool. 9.
I'm cool. I'm hip with the selfie.
10. 11.
What else have I got? Oh yes, fireworks. Just, baby, you're a firework.
14.
And then there's a hug. But I've got a whole bunch of like. Hang on, let me find the good emote. And yes, I have seen the new
18.
ones that have come out recently.
19.
Owl Violence Chimera. My God, how
20. Thank you for the 20 squats. Bone. All right, I can get back into the. Wait, there's a cowbell emote?
Yep, I got a cowbell emote.
Okay, the only emotes I have are salute, or sorry, greeting, point.
So I actually got a lot of these from from Epic Game Store. Oh no, not from Epic Game Store, from the Amazon Prime. That's the thing.
Yeah, I've got one thing from Amazon Prime, and that was the popcorn, because that was what was available at the time.
That's what I've got.
Out of breath. Oh, I can listen to another message.
Was Cade frustrating?
I'm going to put the
at
popcorn
times,
here.
but it was part of his charm.
And then, of course,
A
Wacky
lovable
Wavy Inflatable
fool.
Tube Man.
And quite shocked.
Wacky inflatable arm tube man.
See, look.
Wacky inflatable arm tube man. Oh, that's cool. Oh, damn. So... This is the problem with some MMOs where it's like, I'll either get into them early, like New World, and then I realize how much I don't like New World. And then there will be games like these ones where it's like, oh, this is fun. And then I learn I'm like 6 years behind track. Ah, there's the popcorn. We're both eating popcorn. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom.
They're talking to each other like, dude, you see this shit? Yeah, dude, I see this shit. I see it. Dude, you see this shit? You like, do you see this shit?
Oh my god, yes. Okay, so... Oh, wait, can I join... Oh, if I had the cowboy thing, I could, like, stand here and join in with you, could I?
You can join, hang on. I mean, let me just go here.
Yeah.
So you gotta get in the circle.
Oh! Okay, so I don't even need the emote to join in with the cowbell.
No, but we do need a third to actually finish the emote, that's the thing. Oh my god, the chicken is here!
Wait, like, that's not a normal thing?
No, that's Kate's chicken!
What? Okay, nothing in the lore told me Cade had a chicken. Like, I just saw him, like, you know, with this fucking, like, you know, revolver pistol thingy-madiggy, like, crashing a prison or something, and he's, like, riding it like a fucking cowboy. What do you mean he had it? This is his chicken?
So in the base, like, the Cabal Red War, during some of the cutscenes, like, all the cutscenes when they were on the farm, Cade had a chicken with him.
Oh my... What the fuck? And I missed out on this as well.
Yeah, you missed out on Cade's cock. Let that one sink in, everyone.
Alrighty. Wait, is that going...
If you do want to get some emotes, come over here.
Meow.
So Eververse here, they actually do have some emotes available which you can get for Light Dust or Bright Dust, which you can get just by doing missions and stuff like that. So you can get like a fair few emotes from here, and they rotate every so often.
Stow the rings. Oh. I don't know how I feel about that one. Wait, do we have different ones?
What have you got? I've got
I had stow the rings. Did you have a different one?
I've got stow the rings as well. That's another one.
Oh, okay. I thought you had like a different emote there. Oh, I see, because some of them are like thousands.
Our inventory is stocked, so.
And then of course you've got the skins for some of the weapons, which that looks badass.
Cool.
That honestly looks badass. So the Noble Burden weapon ornament.
Oh, there it is. And it's saying, wait, hang on. So equip this ornament to change the appearance of Dead Man's Tail. Once you get an ornament, it's unlocked for all characters on your account.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's the same with other items too. Like any exotics come with different skins that you can apply to them.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll change their look. Like even some of your other non-exotics, like this one here that I'm wearing. If you look at mine.
Yep.
This is the top for the Fortnite skin.
Wait, Fortnite? Like there was a collab?
Yeah, there was a collaboration with Fortnite. So if you go here to Eververse, it should show you. So if you go to archive, it'll actually show you because mine's the
Not
mine's the
everything
painted
Fenchurch sends
Kitsune
is
Warlock,
safe to sell.
which is from Fortnite, and there should be one for each of them. I'm not sure what the
Future-facing.
other ones are though. Oh, there's an Assassin's Creed armor?
Is that the Wolf Kissed bundle?
Yeah, I've got the Eagles bundle.
Ooh. Alright, let me find Eagle.
So this
Looking
one is
for
actually
anything special?
this one looks like it's Altair's.
Yeah, that looks like Altair's, because that's always like the classic outfit.
Yeah, because the blade down on the back, and then you've got the throwing knives on the shoulder. I believe this is Altair's look.
That is most definitely Altair's look. I'm looking at your like screen right now. I'm trying to look for oh wait, hang on a sec. Filter archive. Armor ornaments.
So mine only come up with the ones for me, so I won't come up with any of the ones for you. This one I like. Golden Age Dropkick as a finisher. Just straight up fucking dropkick.
I like the idea of finishers until there comes the idea of like, it would be cool if I could do it in like PvP, but I've not been able to do that PvP at all.
Yeah, see that would actually make them more fun to be able to sort of do those finishes in PvE. Just consider it just
Don't
a
hurry,
bitch
Guardian.
slap to your opponent, just fucking. Oh, gone. Anyway, we should actually be collecting bounties. Not
It's easy,
sitting-
Oh,
Mac
yeah.
Guardian. You got
Yep,
this.
yep.
Yeah.
So we need to go talk to blue guy over there.
Yeah, we need to talk to Vuvuzela over here.
Zavala. That's okay. Yeah, Zavala. Completing strikes and things. All right, so defeat combatants with a grenade, multi kills,
I
combatants.
don't really have any void damage stuff, and then I'm going to
Void.
grab some randoms. Super,
And-
sidearm.
Farewell.
All right,
Do
I
I have a
think.
scout rifle? I don't think I do. Solar, Vex.
All right, I can change my sentinel to because I'm pretty sure this is void. Swap over to the half thingy-majiggy. Shield throw, magnetic. Wait. Pulls in and continually damages those trapped inside. Sounds good to me. Then, and then I got a grenade launcher for void, and then the heavy is void as well. But
Unexpected allies.
I don't think I have a scout
Unexpected
rifle.
news.
Do I have a scout rifle?
The only thing we can expect.
I have an auto rifle, a pulse rifle, and I've got the hand cannon.
don't really have anything more powerful than that.
Oh right, this shit reset all my weapons, didn't it?
Then you're able to.
Does that mean everything in my vault has been set to? Oh, everything in my vault has been set to 1600.
Yeah, because I think 1600's like the new low thingy-majiggy ever since they released Lightfall. Wait, can you
Oh,
put
shit.
things in your vaults?
Yeah. So all you do is you go to your vault and then you open up your inventory,
Oh, okay.
and then allow
okay.
you to store the weapons you want in your vault. Speaking of,
Okay.
I'm going to store Rat King because I don't need that at the moment. I was running a Rat King raid with Spiky at one point.
Mm-hmm.
We pretty much stopped using Rat King like almost straight away.
And then is
Grab a
Crucible the
blade.
PvP thing?
Always good to see another
Yeah, so
hero
Crucible's
of the tower.
PvP, Gambit is PvP PvE. So essentially, Gambit, you're working with a group of people to try and stow
Needs veterans
orbs of
now
light,
more
while
than
other
ever.
people on the other team are trying to do the same, and then you can cross over to the other person's side to shoot them and stop them.
Okay. Alright,
You'll see when if we jump into that.
All right. Ooh. Killing people with a bow, with a sword, and a random objective that wants sidearm.
Don't get burned.
All right. So I'm gonna swap this guy to.
Oh, right, my good sidearm and everything like that is currently with my my hunter.
Stock's
I mean, I
always
could go a
changing.
Durang strum build at the moment.
Wait, can you jump off? Oh, you can jump off.
Did you jump off and kill yourself?
I thought they were gonna stop me from doing those kinds of things. I thought the game would, you know.
Chat?
No, do not put F's in Grant's chat. The game could, you know, handle this a lot better. Like, I can't have been the only one that looked out and was like, "Ah, I wonder if I can jump to the city skyline." Like, this is a very dangerous sort of thing. And what's more is, like, we're just like fucking hulking combatants. Are they really gonna stop us with like a waist-high rail?
F's in Grant's chat, please.
No, you know, we're gonna do F's and codes chat.
No, no F's in my chat.
Yeah, no F's and codes chat.
How dare you F in my chat?
You see me effing in your chat. All right, so I put that in there because the exotic is.
Oh, actually, I do have a scout rifle I can use. So I can use the medium multi-tool. So I can pop both of those in. So I can do the Durang for the sidearm with a strum for the hand cannon as my start. So whenever you're ready, we can do this. Actually, though, I should get some bounties from Banshee 44 as well.
Banshee, I grabbed them recently. They're telling me to hit people with a bow, a sword,
glaive, sword, solar weapons, which I've got. Oh, he's got some new nice looking. Ooh, Eternity's Edge. Are they making that viable again? Are they?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah!
What's Eternity's Edge?
So Eternity's Edge is the Warlock sword. So it's a sword for the Warlock. It's got a few nice little abilities to it. So it's got a vortex frame, where it launches a heavy spin attack.
Cool.
So the Titan should also get one of their own. Oh, and then he's got a glaive here too. Judgment. Nice. Alright, well, I might put glaive on then, and sword for a bounty, and then when I grab them, I can get them. I need more legendary shards, though.
You get that...
Glaive...
How do you get those?
Glaives are pretty good. The weapons?
The legendary shards.
So legendary shards you get by dismantling any weapons and stuff you don't need.
Oh, okay.
So in your inventory, so if you just go to dismantle, a lot of the time if it's a purple item, you'll get legendary shards from it.
Am I coming up to you, like, twice right now in your headset?
Nope.
Ah, okay. Nope. Hang on. Push to talk. Manually opt in. I just realized, like, voice chat has, like, my push to talk was set to off, and then I was like, voice chat on by default.
Oh, I got 2 arm bracelets. Both of them are the same level. Well, that is annoyingly useless.
I'm guessing it's just gonna be a whole lot of, 1600s until we...
Yeah, until we really sort of get into some stuff. Actually, I should add... Oh, actually, you've gone up a level. You're 1700 now.
Yay! I was like, because there's like public events on the worlds, and
Yeah, because I haven't played for a little bit, so that's why I'm low level at the moment.
Because I remember being under like 1600 when I first played, and then the Lightfall dropped. That boosted you up to 1600, and I was like, oh, and then I just started like playing some things. I also tried a little bit of multiplayer. I tried a little bit of the PvP.
Like, we can do PvP together, if you'd like, because I mean, you can only do the free stuff, which is like the strikes, the public events, PvP, PvE. So the strikes, Gambit, and Crucible.
I think I might like the Gambit, because like I've tried, because going straight into Crucible, I was like, some hits like with a submachine gun, I was like, this isn't feeling very effective, and I have to be kind of lucky. And then there are some people that are like just able to beam me in the head with one shot.
Yeah,
and I was
don't
just
forget,
like,
we will also have a random with us too.
Okay.
Commander Zavala, we agree to the right of proving The Cabal sends forth its champion.
The challenge is met. Our blood flows together. May it lead to
Did I get him? Yes! Oh, but I didn't kill him, so that means no infinite grenades for me yet.
Go suck a lemon. You go suck a lemon, Blue.
You know what I haven't had in ages? Lemon and sugar on pancakes.
Wait, both of those things on pancakes?
Yeah, both of them on pancakes. I used to love that shit as a kid. When we'd have pancakes at home, I would have like a lot of lemon and sugar on pancakes.
I understand the sugar. Why lemon? What's lemon got?
Just that weird sort of sweet and sour sort of taste. Oh, how do you miss that? Apparently very easily, according to me.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me about for a second there. I was like, oh, how did you miss that? I was like...
Come on, drop the shield, Bluntly. And I died.
Oh, I can revive you.
Running straight into the bad guy, probably not a good idea.
Here we go. Oh, that's... I thought this grenade launcher was going to be a lot more effective.
Yeah, there's a Grant and Australian as well. Well, he's an American Australian.
American, Canadian, English, Australian.
Yeah, he's kind of the... He's the odd child at the moment.
Yes.
Wait, where's that?
Trying to shoot this guy with the golden attack bar.
Okay.
Wait, why doesn't my thing like explode when it hits the... Oh, there we go.
He's immune at the moment. We gotta destroy his little thing here.
Oh, okay.
Damn it, I'm out of my damage with the scrum. So one interesting thing with the equipment I've got, any damage I do with the handgun adds damage to my hand cannon.
Uh-huh. That kind of makes sense.
So any kills I make with the Durang powers up my strum hand cannon. Meaning that my strum can deal almost 20 to 50,000 points of damage depending on my
the
build.
Alpha Selectus. I welcome you, but my forces, they do not.
Thanks. She welcomes us.
Oh, Jason said that they go for strawberry jam and cream on their pack. That makes sense. Like, I understand, like, fruits and what have you, but not lemons. Like, okay, lemon's a fruit, but what I mean is that, like, delicious
I put the lemon
fruits.
itself on. I put lemon juice on.
Or die quickly.
No, but that's still, like, why? Like, lemon juice is, like, as a, like, something deep in something else. Like, not as a topping.
Trust me, when you try it, you will understand.
While there is shame in surrender,
People told me about this for a lot of many things.
Guardians. A shame you must pay the price for your commander's pride.
Still don't like banana. I like banana bread, though, but I don't like banana.
I love me a good banana smoothie.
Maybe banana smoothie is what I need.
We have no quarrel with them.
Hey,
I will
bananas are
not
full
deny
of
them the honor of
potassium.
protecting their champion.
Yes. I swear, chat, I know how to use a bow.
No, he doesn't. Do you think you know how to use a bow in real life?
Meow. Oh, that's not like actually hitting him. Okay. Is that?
Well, I'm out of grenade ammo. Oh, he did. And I can bastard. Striking me from behind, I'm with you. Oh crap, wrong button.
Furry Cures 1221 paid
Although
me
it'll
to
do,
say
because I need to kill that guy anyway.
Zeebs.
Don't worry, GrantZeebs, I will save you.
Yay, please save me.
You are shaved.
Alright, okay, so there's a sniper fella up there. Oh.
Oh, god damn it.
Ooh, platform right here. Oop.
Tank.
Where? Oh, there.
Yeah, there. No, furry cuers, you can't eat Zeebs.
Nah, you can't. Alright, auto rifle.
Main reason because he's my emergency food source in case I need him.
Hey.
You're the one that decided to be a burger.
You don't eat the burger, Grant.
I will eat whatever I damn well feel like eating if it's on my stream.
Oh, Jesus. Hang on.
Infinite grenades!
Ooh. Oh, there's another tank. Is there like a weak point to these things?
Nope. I just throw grenades at them.
It's their little leggies.
I find just a grenade does the job.
Wizard lizard with their... Or King Gizzard, the wizard lizard.
Squeeze me?
Have you not heard of King Gizzard, the wizard lizard?
No, I have not heard that one before. That is honestly new to me.
King Gizzard, the wizard lizard, is, as the name implies, it's King Gizzard. He is a wizard of the lizards.
Uh-huh. And what methamphetamines were you smoking for that one?
None. This is a band.
I have never heard of this band.
You're missing out.
I am clearly missing out.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, bicycle.
Ooh.
I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my... Oh, I can't use it now. Or can I? I will get it through here.
I'm just watching him as he, like, drives a bike.
Your guardians scurry through my tank like vermin.
Yep.
Is this how the Vanguard fights its wars?
Our fight is with your
I'm watching. Let's see. Ah, never mind.
No, I'm not going to be able to get it through.
Because they have, like, an actual, like... Oh, yeah, plus there's a hole.
Behind will grow. They will learn.
If our foes are capable of growth, let us be the catalyst that forces
Ooh,
them
wait, how am I supposed to... Okay.
I know stories of fiends who cut at the legs of powerful heroes.
But yeah, I can float too, by the way. I can be like, I'm floating.
Okay. Am I supposed to be able to, like, just drop all the way to the bottom? In those?
Yeah. You
okay.
can, but I'd also recommend when you do, just before you hit the ground, using your
Oh,
using
so you
your
still get
secondary
fall.
jump.
Yeah, you still get fall damage. Okay.
Oh, goodbye.
Oop. Wait, is there friendly damage on?
No, you shouldn't be able to. Oh, actually, you can. Whenever you do a raid, if you ever do a raid with Spiky Cat, don't let him hit you with a sword.
Noted.
He knows what he does.
He's not in either of our chats to, like, defend himself right now.
I don't know, probably the second he sees me playing Destiny 2, he'll probably jump in and say hello.
Oh, that'll be
Milo will.
That'll be cool.
If you want a true expert in Destiny 2, Spike's definitely one to go for.
Yeah, because I saw that they were gonna do like one of those like day one raid thingy-majiggies. It sounded really important. Alright, and then swap over to the grenade launcher,
Oh, yeah.
grab the power core again. Because I didn't realize there was... Oh.
Down
my
one,
God.
Grant.
The movement when you start to jump a second time isn't that great. Alright, and then I put it into here. Yep. And then we need to grab another one.
King Vamp, thank you for the follow. How are you?
Wee.
Did somebody do boobies on your thing?
No, no, no. I'm just saying wee because, you know, I just jumped. Like, wee.
It sounded like you said
we can't go back there. No, I just said wee.
No, we gotta go this way.
Alrighty then. Boobies! Yeah, now someone did boobies on my chat.
Ooh, boobies! Especially big male man-pack boobies.
Boobies.
Because those are the only boobies we care about.
Oh, wait, that's one of our buddies. There.
Oh shit, I'm not gonna make. Oh god! I fucked up!
I saw you as you fucked. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, cool. I didn't fuck up. Oh, there you are.
I made a fucky wucky. And now I have to sleep forever. And now I have to sleep in the forever box.
Dink. Ow. Come on. Just stop being a problem. There we go.
No, we don't. Neither Grant or I have Lightfall at the moment, unfortunately, Vamp. Right now, I am way too broke for it, and Grant hasn't even touched any of the first expansions yet.
Yeah. Although it looks like I will be able to like get the first 3 in like a pack called the Legacy Thingamadiggy.
Who's got the? Oh, nobody's got the thing out.
Oh wait, you didn't have the thingy?
No, I thought one of you guys grabbed it after I died.
No, I thought you had the thingy.
Yeah, then I died. Remember? So I thought I've got it now. I've got it now.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Don't die this time.
What's that? Go and die this time? Okay. Grant was about ready to throw me overboard, I think.
I was just ready to dump this auto rifle into you.
Oh,
Oop.
Doggies!
Oh wait, that's a power weapon on dogs. I really shouldn't have used it there.
A little excessive, but eh.
Yeah. Alrighty.
So now I do want to get Lightfall at some point, but right now at the moment I just do not have the money for it.
Okay, I need to swap back to a bow. There we go. Because I'm close to getting the bow done, and then I need 3 more kills with void-related stuff, and then I need to go back. Ooh, crucibles, and then
there's actually something very funny. So the guy that plays the voice of Zavala before the switch over to the new voice actor actually did a fan line dubbing of a certain point where he basically just pretty much dumps on Keitel and just goes, you know what? You asked me to bow. I will basically just tell my guardian, that you have rare and epic stuff, and he's just gonna kick your ass.
Okay, so do we do the rite of proving now?
Yep, let's prove the right.
All right.
Let the rite of proving commence.
Wow, that's a very wrestling type situation. Oh, and if you stand in my circle, you'll get power up. Should also keep you from dying for a few minutes. So apparently this fucker doesn't care about my nice clean circle. Yeah, I agree with you, Vamp. I really do not like how high the price is for the Lightfall at the moment, so I'm waiting for it to either go on sale or for someone to be nice enough and gift it to me.
Gifting things is fun.
It is, though I'm not expecting someone to pay like 80 bucks Australian for Lightfall.
Hmm.
Actually, cool. I got 6 strum charges.
Dink. There we go. What does it mean when it says darkness envelops you? Oop.
I actually don't know. Gonna step back from him. Hey, you mind? If I want to kill Small Fry, I'd kill. Oh damn it! I got killed. Darkness, Kingdom Hearts, drink.
We're not playing Kingdom Hearts. We'll be playing it again on Friday night, though. I should be at the ending at that point, however. Because
I went far into it.
Yeah, because what's more is I even actually made the Ultima Blade on my Sunday stream.
I was gonna say you got Ultima.
Yep,
We're dead.
Okay.
Ultima is just friggin' choice.
It's just like 13-13 in the stats, so.
Yeah.
Right,
and I don't think you can still level it up even higher than that.
No, I checked. It's already up max. So
Sorry,
when
max? Okay.
Yeah, when you make it, it's at max. So which is a shame.
Yeah, I haven't played in so long, so I kind of forgot. I think you can kill.
Oh, you can shoot the fireballs.
Yeah, you can destroy those projectiles he fires at you. It's just a pain in the ass to time them.
Mm-hmm.
Also, hitting him in the back where the little air vents are, critical damage.
Yep. Hitting him in the head does the same sort of thingy-madoog.
Okay, I felt like a badass just then, just gliding backwards, shooting the fireballs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Fuck you in the face, I'm activating. Oh, damn it, he activated his little shield just as I did that.
Oh, damn, you have to be, like, in his shield.
Yeah, you can't do it from outside.
And I get absolutely whacked by a gladiator.
It's okay, Grant. One of us will rescue you eventually. Might not be.
Jack Raiden's been trying to get the last piece of Auriculum you need from the mailbox postcards. Oh, top tip. It's a randomized chance of whether or not you'll get it or not from, like, the Moogle store. So just buy, like, and the price of whatever it is you buy does not affect the chance of getting a postcard. So you just buy a singular onion for, like, 10 Moogle and exit the store with that. If you don't get a postcard, go back in and buy another onion.
Yeah, Grant, don't just... You're the only one alive. Oh no, it wasn't Grant. I thought it was somebody else. Because you're both fucking Titans. So I'm like, God damn it! I had to run straight into him, didn't I?
Yep, you did.
I fucky wucky when
I just saw this guy's clan is GGEs.
Yeah, that's real fucking original.
All right, I'm gonna change back to probably fusion rifle requires special ammo.
I probably could switch over to my SMG and scout rifle for a little bit. Uh-oh.
Oop.
More projectiles that hate us.
Good.
Oh, cool. I got sidearm striker.
Ooh, Engram.
And I got solar calibration.
Ow.
One really useful thing that I've set up is my grenade damage will generate melee damage, and my melee damage will generate grenade energy. So I can have a constant influx of both my melee and grenade damage. Yep. Are you down?
Nope. Sorry, I just activated the wrong thing.
Uh,
Are you down?
nope. I mean, I'm always down to clown, but, you know, I'm not down at the moment.
Wrong kind of clown.
But we're not talking about the laughing riots that show up at circuses?
Nope.
Oh, well, I don't know what clown we're talking about then.
Oh, no, no, nope, 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 nope.
Well, there goes all my grenades.
Mm-hmm. And that was mine.
And he died.
Yay.
Ooh.
Your champion falls.
I pride myself on seeing the strength in others.
Legion
Yours can
Bane.
no longer be denied. When can we discuss this treaty of yours?
As soon as I debrief the strike team members. I hope the blood spilled here today.
Yeah, those two want a bone.
Fun. Ally. Alright. Next activity starts in what's who's.
Yep,
All
so we
right,
can
so
keep...
bow is completed. I can unlock those.
Okay,
So I need to do
those-
sidearm, melee, sword. Wait, how do I do defeat multiple combatants at a time with your super? Ah, okay. So I need to use my super to get the multi-heal thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so I can change this to the sword. Any good helmets? 1709. 1679. 1717. There we go. Alright. Yep, I'll just dismantle all this.
Okay. Oh, yeah, and I've unlocked... Because we should have an artifact, too, at some point. Oh, yeah, we need the Queen's Guard, so we need that. We need to do the Season Pass mission to get the artifact.
The what?
So we need to get the... Sorry, my brain isn't working. So to get the artifact, we need to do the Season Pass artifact mission. So the artifact during each Season Pass gives you mods that you can place onto your weapon that work with a lot of the stuff that happens during the Season Pass events.
Oh, you mean the Ascendant Scepter?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, I got that enabled. I got that equipped.
Yeah, I don't have it yet.
Oh, I thought... Punch. Punch. Punch.
Goddamn hive. Fuck me, I hate the hive.
Oop. Boom, boom.
Yeah, he didn't like that.
Alright, so we're in the Cosmodrome, I believe, in this one? Yep.
I think this is a redo of the... This feels like the... This feels like a Destiny 1 mission.
Is it just because you're in the Cosmodrome? Because I know that was in the first Destiny. Because that, like, the cinematic, like, opening thingy-majiggy was the same.
Yeah, no, this feels like it's the... This feels like it's actually from Destiny 1. They've unvaulted one of the maps from Destiny 1 for this.
Ooh, another purple.
Yeah, loot's separated for us, so...
I think that's probably a good thing. That way people don't, like... Because I know that's, like, an issue when you do, like, grinds in MMOs, like in Final Fantasy. especially if it's things like, oh, you have like 2 tanks. Like I get, like I know I don't normally have to play with other tanks a lot of the time, but I don't play nice with tanks sometimes when it's like, ah, we're doing a trial and it's like, tank weapon, and I go like need or something and he rolls higher than me.
Yep.
Yep. You good?
Yeah, I sort of got stuck a little bit there.
All right, reload.
If this is a giant ass servitor, I think this is actually a Destiny 1 mission.
Servitor. Oop.
The big giant balls.
Oh, yep. I know what you're talking about. Oh, thralls.
Infinite grenades!
You enjoying that infinite grenade?
Yep.
Can a Titan get that kind of skill? The infinite grenade thingy majiggy?
Nope, 1 sec.
Ding 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 ding.
Sorry, boot that.
No, it's okay. All right, now I just need to do like the sword calibration.
First you need... Oh, you got a sword.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, first you need a sword. But you're all like, no, I'm 2 steps ahead of you. I already have a sword.
Go. Go.
Ghost sounds so different in this one.
Because he's no longer Peter Dinklage. Like, wasn't that one of the things that people were like, they were upsetties with Peter Dinklage being the ghost voice in Destiny 1?
No, yeah, that was ages ago, though, that was changed.
Oh.
But this doesn't sound like our normal ghost.
Donk.
Infinite grenades is fun.
It does look fun.
I don't know, same guy. But yeah, this is definitely a Destiny 1 map.
Okay.
Damn it, I died. Save me, Grantus! Save me!
I'm a little busy. All right, you're saved.
Yay, I have been shaved.
Shaved. Oop, why am I hearing noises? Oh, it's Activision. That's why. Focused. Bonk. Bam.
The other guy we must be working with is a hunter.
How come?
Because they're using caltrap grenades.
Oh.
Barrier is down. We can move now.
Reload.
Slide with me, baby, when I say down. Down.
Slide. Ugh.
Sniffles?
Yeah, sniffles. Haven't like done the whole like, you know, proper sleeping thingy-diggy. Like, because obviously for the weekend it's like that's not likely to happen because like Friday, Saturday I'm doing a stream in the evening, and then Sunday is a morning stream, and then Monday is normally a work day except for today because work organized their, you know, their Monday off to coincide with the Victoria Labor Day.
Long weekend.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, so with me it's like normally like last week I would have made all my my Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday nights like, you know, I sleep like I go to bed early or something like that. I didn't do any of that. So I tried recovering sleep on the Sunday night to yeah, I tried to recover my sleep on the Sunday night, and even then I didn't do it correctly. I need to remember.
That's new. I don't ever remember the Briggs being in Destiny 1.
Destiny 2, just their way of like refreshing things.
Maybe.
You.
Me? No. Husky, I've actually played this for a long time.
It's my first time playing this. Me.
Yeah, this is Grantis' first time playing it.
Grantis.
God
You
damn
and-
it, I died.
Me too.
I came to rescue you and died in the process.
we either escape together or we die together. Goofies.
You my best friend. If we dying together.
Yeah. Oh, I created so many orbs. But I have a really low score. Alright.
Baby Zebra's first Destiny.
Yeah. I'm just, you know, about like 6 years behind schedule. And yes, I'm a Titan. Oh, that was a terrible placement.
Great.
Yep.
Hey,
Oh, hi, Husky. Glad to see you on my side of the chat now. Oop.
yeah. No, that's because Husky chose his, you know.
He chose his.
chose
He
to
chose. He chose after the 50-50 custody that he wanted to be with you more often.
Yeah, exactly. He chose
Oh, can
to
I
be
punch
with
it?
Daddy.
Dead. Yes, punch it dead. Punch it dead. That technically worked.
Oh, spider tank. Spider tank. Does whatever a spider tank does. Can he swing from a web? No, because he's a tank. I mean, really? What did you think would happen?
Oop.
I turned my back for 5 seconds, Grant, and you're already down.
Okay, to be fair, I brought a sword to a knife fight.
You mean you brought a sword to a tank fight?
Yes.
Well, that hurt. Are you avoiding it, are you?
Yeah, because there was like a thingy-majiggy to use void damage as my calibration.
Oh, yeah.
So. Oh, almost dead. Oh, I'm dead.
What are you doing dead?
I was shooting the tank like everyone else. And then all these, like, weird spider peeps came up on me. Alright, don't die.
I will attempt not to. Just wait until you're able to revive.
9 seconds. There we go.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I can change my weapon because I don't need to use the sidearm. So 17. 17.
One thing I'd love to get is
11.
one of those Razor Leviathans with the joystick on it.
Oh, what are those? Don't think I need to use.
Because
the
they look
grenade launcher.
they look so good to use.
1731. Oh, that's a scout rifle. Okay.
Yep, this is a Destiny 1 map. I instantly remember this boss. This was a first level boss in Destiny 1.
I am not yet there. What did they look like? Joining in out. Ah! The door got closed on me.
Run back and it should force you to join us.
Okay, now it's joined me.
See, it's a giant servitor.
Oh, okay. Yep, I see it. Oh, Jesus. Bonk.
I fucking hated this fight. Because of these things. We'll need to kill the little servitors in order to get to the big server. Also, ow.
Ew, they're relatively strong.
Hit them in the little purple parts.
Yeah, they're still strong.
I know, but if you hit them right in the stink hole, they should die a little bit faster.
17 force.
Oh no, darkness envelops me.
Oh, I'm free. What does it mean when darkness envelops you?
Actually, don't know. It's new to me. Ha! Their name is Riley Cyrus.
Oh, I just realized that too. Ow.
Probably not the best place to have popped it down, but...
Really?
We've almost got it. Heal, you can't hurt me. My healing rift makes me invincible. Wish I was able to lob that grenade in the right spot.
Lobbed. Yeah. I like using my grenades. They're a lot tougher than when you're fighting out in public, I find. Where's the thingy-me-diggy? The chest.
Oh, it spawned over here.
8, 7,
right where I am.
6, 5, 4, 3. Cool. All right. Picked up most things.
Nice.
Fun.
Send a commendation. Oh, I got a commendation.
Yay! Damn.
All right, so I think we can. I think we can actually exit this. If you want to go circle, it'll put us back into the normal. Otherwise, we'll keep repeating, sort of.
All right. So that gives me a chance to look at my equips. Ooh, I can check out my journey. Titles.
Oh, yay.
None. I have new titles.
I'm not sure if I want to grab the season pass or not at the moment.
I think I'll go for like the legacy like collection before I get like the season pass, just so I have like, because I think I'd much rather like, you know, get into some of the old content first before, you know, subscribing to new, personally.
Yeah.
All right, so 1715. So dismantle this, that, you.
Although hopefully I should be getting my my payout for Twitch soon.
That'll be good. That'll be nice. All right, hang on.
Oh god, look at the shoulder pads on this thing.
They're just discs. All right, and then get rid of you and get rid of you, because, yep, got that auto rifle. Then I got a scout rifle. 1731.
I think I'll keep the one I've got on.
1712. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Get rid of that scout rifle. And then that's just another grenade launcher, don't care for. 1725.
Yeah, we're Exos, Husky, because Exos are the best boys. Also, if you look at the character design of my Exo, it's a Yoshi design.
Oh, it is! I did not put much thought into mine.
I mean, does anybody?
I feel like some people do. 1691, 1726, and then.
All right.
23. Yep. All right. Get rid of you and get rid of you.
One thing I should also do is boom, master ranked sun braces.
Ooh, that's cool. All right, and then I.
Okay.
1720, 1709.
When your grenade energy is fully expanded, your grenade, you gain grenade energy. Additionally, your chest armor is consumed, and you gain, or your armor charge is consumed, and you gain additional grenade energy for each stack. Yeah.
Alright, so 1709. And
Oh, increasing grenade throw distance is always good.
1726, 1735, and 34.
Also, did some soft testing before upgrading my hardware because I never confirmed. Yes, my CPU is bottlenecking the GPU. Surprisingly, it doesn't hurt Ryze's performance much of it at all. But but for what it's worth, Ryze is an extremely well optimized game. It is, honestly. Actually, that's something we get you back into, Grant, is Ryze.
Monster Hunter. Yeah, I did a little bit of. I think I did like 1 or 2 quests, like for the village missions or something. But stretching. Sorry, stretching. Excuse me. Yeah, I've been rather hesitant in playing a lot of PC games personally right now, just because I'm in the same sort of boat as Draza is, which is just, CPU is kind of bottlenecking my performance. Not for, when I'm playing video games on their own, but some people might have noticed, like, during the stream, like, a little bit of, like, just not, like, frames just chugging and such like that. And that's not because of a graphical shortcoming. That's because of, like, an actual CPU instruction. So it either leads to input lag or lack of being able to, like, transition content from net to PC. I've had, like, just a little bit of trouble here and there playing video games and streaming. Because if I'm not playing video games, I'm already using, like, 70 to 80% of my CPU just to be online and presenting to everyone.
Oh, dude, look at my gloves now. Check this out. Check this out. So, I kind of want them, but you have to purchase it, though, and I kind of want it.
Okay. 1728, 17.2.
Because it is, like, it is sexy looking. Like,
Is there an easy way of, like, transitioning, I don't really want to... Yeah, I don't want to change helmets right now. Is there an easy way of, like, when you equipped new equipment to, like, go to a new, just to transition your mods over?
No, you have to do it manually, I think. I'm not sure unless they've updated something recently that I'm not aware of.
Manage your mods. Overview of current mods. Doesn't... Alright, so... Confusing if I wanted to... I can upgrade it if I want. Create bricks of heavy ammo for you. Collecting over causes nearby enemies to increase their current armor charge. Different class from you, increase armor charge. Yep, okay, I'll turn that one on. You, meanwhile, turn on the discipline.
I'm not sure what armor charges do. That's a new one to me.
Yeah, I'm not really 100% behind what it does either. And then can't activate anything here. Ability. Replenishes health each time you pick up an orb of power. Picking an orb of power grants a small amount of energy to your ability with least energy.
Okay, so I got one here. Font of Endurance. Collecting an orb of power causes you to gain 1 temporary armor charge. You gain bonus resilience while you have any armor charge. Your armor charge can now decays over time. Your shield, when your shield becomes broken, you gain temporary damage reduction. Consumes 3 or more stacks of armor charge. Okay. Does mean I have to upgrade this gear though at the moment, but eh. Okay, so armor charge now is just when you gain orbs of power. When using your when you use a finisher, you gain a portion of the energy of your least recharged ability. That's not too bad. Finishers generate special ammo for the whole fire team. Consumes 3 or more stacks of armor charge, granting a longer duration to the overshield. Each charge consumed. Finishes heal you. I do like that.
Huh.
And reduces grenade cooldowns when using class ability, always useful. The kinetic weapons gain a small bonus damage while you have an armor charge. Your arc, no, but don't use arc weapons. Your solar weapons gain a small. Oh, yep. Boom. I might as well up my mobility just a little bit.
I like this white and blue. I think I'll activate that. And then...
I think there was actually a zebra color for ammo color, for your armor colors.
That'd be cool. And
I
then
remember seeing it at some point, but I don't remember
insufficient
where.
rarity for ornaments. Ah, so it needs to be legendary in order to change the look of it. It says.
Oh, so hello, Fox Macro. How you doing? You doing good? I'm gonna eat me a killer python. Oh.
Some of these helmets look cool, but ooh, one of them looked like Halo.
Yeah, I think there's actually a Master Chief look at the moment.
Oh, okay. What do I need to do to get that?
Oh,
How helpful.
I'm a
Oh.
very helpful person.
Oh, and then these are things I can purchase with Bright Dust, so I can reset some about an hour.
I've apparently got a friend called $5 Walmart summer sausage.
What a weird name.
I have no idea who it is, but apparently I have a friend called $5 Walmart sausage.
What's this dubious correlation? Golden Age wine. Oh my god, that looks disgusting. Neopop Wave. Oh, Neopop Wave looks cool. I like the shiny.
It's shiny.
Maybe if I had like more Bright Dust, I would definitely put it into like flares or whatever some of these stuff is.
Oops, that was a bit loud.
But all right. Destinations. Oh yeah, what are my quests? Hang on, I can say a lot of these things are done.
Yep. So if we want to do Gambit, we can pick up some Gambit bounties as well from the Drifter. So there's also looks like I've also got some stuff on the Postmaster. So the Drifter is just a little bit to the left. He's at the second annex landing.
Ah, but don't we need to go to the Postmaster as well?
Yeah, you can walk your way around to him.
All right. We'll walk our way around to him.
We're gonna walk. I have to use my legs.
Yes.
Grant, carry me.
No, you're too heavy.
So the muscular Zimba can't pick up the giant Yoshi.
Yes.
You calling me fat?
Hey, chat. Do you think Code the Yoshi agrees on this? Your guns, bounties, Hi, Fox Macro. Just going her. Angies.
Can you relieve this, chat? He's calling me fat.
Code, you are fat. Look at your avatar.
Welcome back.
I'm not fat. I am deliciously cuddly.
Pulse rifle, battle scar. Oh, I thought I picked that one up. All right. 1750. Oh, okay. That's a lot. Yeah, because okay, so pulse is. What's the difference?
Okay, so Master Rahul is taking over the position that Amanda Holiday had.
Whenever you
Because Amanda Holiday is most likely dead.
Who?
The fleet engineerist.
I don't know who that is.
Let's see what we've got.
She's the chickie boo who was hello, big, tall, and put it in me.
You good?
Yeah, I'm
You-
good. I'm just gonna stay here for a second.
Alrighty then. I'm gonna go check on Banshee, see if there's any more bounties.
Yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy the view for a little bit.
Yay, I got myself the Noble Constant Type 2. And an engram that gives me the number and a new thingamadiggy.
Yep, I got a rocket launcher. Got a lot of rocket launchers apparently, I haven't noticed.
Solar weapons, random thingamadiggy.
Done and done.
Yeah, all these things are 1600, which is annoying.
Keep the wall strong.
Not untrue, but also fat. How dare you?
Oh, hang on.
Sweeper bot! Aw, my buddy, my bro.
Oh, he sweeps. I thought you were talking about like an. Also, why we have Roombas? Why are they doing this to him?
Because he's sweeper bot.
But okay, code.
He is. Hey, before you start, he is the hero that the tower deserves.
Okay, I don't have my AR kit set up or anything like that, but this face is in like doing that, you know, Dwayne Johnson eyebrow raise thing right now, or I'm trying to do that, and the model doesn't know how to do that. What do you mean? What do you mean he's the hero we deserve?
There was a bit of a meme for a little while when Destiny came out. Everyone didn't want Sweeperbot to die.
From Destiny 1 to Destiny 2.
Kill anything big lately?
Oh.
Careful with that.
Solar energy, finishers, void, and a random thingy.
Come back alive, brother.
Let me just make sure that all one's okay. Scout rifle, sidearm, pulse rifle, blockers, solar, finisher, solar, challenging combatants.
Alright. And so we go into destinations. We go into Gambit.
So I'll start with the pulse rifle. And I might as well have Sunshot on for a little while.
Okay. Ready?
Yep, ready when you are.
Alrighty then. Stretch my legs. Getting
While I'm
all
waiting for it to load, I'm
kicking
just
back
going to
and
go and grab myself
relaxing.
a drink.
Okay.
I have returned, my friends. If you can hear my fan in the background, I do apologize. It has gotten really, really muggy all of a sudden.
Ah, okay. Oof.
Like, it got really hella muggy here.
Yeah, I got the fan like constantly running in this room now, like up here. I miss having aircon in like the actual like room I had my PC in, but I didn't want to give up. I didn't want to give up the main bedroom to have aircon here. Searching for guardians.
Guardians not found. Womp womp.
Completing Gambit matches to gain Gambit rank points. Complete them back to back to increase your activity streak. You earn more points with higher streaks. Starting a different ritual activity may reduce your streak. Oh, do they prefer you to stick to one kind of game mode?
For a set period of time if you want to earn those streak bonuses. Gambit's definitely one of the better ones, as well as the Vanguard Ops.
Okay. The modes you connect, the bigger the bulker you can summon, but the bigger the loss if you fail. Wizards called Envoy shield the primeval as long as they're alive. Lieutenant will send a small, medium, or large blocker to the opposing team. Summon your team's primeval by depositing enough motes. Defeat your prime and the others. Yep, if you die, you will drop half of the motes that you're carrying onto the ground and lose the rest. Be careful. Noted.
Yeah, so just don't run off half-cocked, essentially.
Okay.
That sounded very not reassuring.
Don't run off.
Or at the very least, if you've got enough motes and you feel like you're probably going to die, back up and then deposit your motes.
Okay.
And just watch for the other player that pops in every now and again to try and kill us.
Oh,
they get a massively unfair advantage.
They just jump in.
So there's a little portal that'll pop up where the opposing team member from the other team can jump into our area and kill us to drop our motes.
Huh.
And if we have the primeval summoned, every time they kill one of us, he'll heal the primeval. So that's why it's good not to die.
Cool. Don't die. I can do that. Pretty sure I can do that.
Pretty sure I could. Oh, I'm already dead.
Ah, you have little faith in me. I can do this.
Oh, ye of little faith. I was gonna say it's taking a while to load, but there it goes.
Yep.
Here we go. I'm loading.
Felt lengthier than normal. Is that just because we have like another 6 people to be concerned with?
Yeah. And here's Todd Havicorn as the drifter.
Enough fooling around. Scorn approaching. It's time to bang knuckles. I've seen ugly, but damn, Scorn are ugly. Finish this fast, yeah? Get ready for transmat.
Nobody's cowbelling with me.
Brother.
Oh, I didn't know you were cowbelling.
I was cow rebelling.
There we go. All right.
Oh? Okay.
Nope. Sorry. I'm too focused. I'm trying not to die.
Code's joke has been denied.
Yep.
Oh yeah, watch out for those little scarabs. They explode.
Oh. I didn't realize those were the reasons for the explosions. I thought...
Yep. Those little fuckers will blow up and blow up hard. They'll blow up faster than a virgin on the first night of prom.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I love doing that, set people off when I do. might as well deposit for the small blocker.
Yep.
You just dropped a taken on the other side. Hope you're proud. I am.
2 small blockers and a large
Incoming
one.
hostiles at the rig.
No, you don't.
Wait, what's a hostage for?
So it means that our bank's been taken hostage.
Got eyes on a high-value target. Track it down. Watch it. You're
Crap.
shedding moats. Kill the blockers. Invader on the field. Careful.
Where is he?
I wouldn't go after the invader if you can't sort of take him down.
Oh, invader.
Invaders
Got
off
me.
the field. Hostiles incoming at command. Moat's draining. The blockers must die, brother.
Oh, they're really far ahead.
Yeah. They've been deploying their
Orders ready.
blockers smart.
Grab your gun.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what do you mean they've been deploying them smart?
High-value target destroyed.
So they're deploying larger ones rather than straight up smaller ones.
Your enemy called up a primeval. They kill it. They win. Allies headed to the other side. Your allies down. They scored a kill.
Oh, I see you have no issue with the scarabs.
Go say hello.
Oh, not when I have my ultimate stuff running.
Hostiles incoming at the burrow.
We can put even if we put in some blockers too, that'll sort of help slow the guys down a little bit.
Yep.
Because each block we put in will heal their primeval.
Your invader's back with 2 kills.
As long as we keep popping in blockers, it should help stop defeating their primeval too quickly.
Portal's up. Hammering it up today. Almost there. Fill the bank. Summon a primeval.
So that hurt. Nice.
Oh, I need to get out of here.
Headed to the other side.
Yeah, run out. I'm depositing for the primeval.
Yep.
And we need one more
Hostiles
deposit.
incoming at command.
Yep.
All right.
Nice, you sent a medium blocker over
Burn
too.
that primeval to the ground.
So kill the envoys first, and then kill the primeval.
Your allies
Wait, the envoys are the red things?
Yep, red things. They originally used to have them standing near the primeval, but they moved them.
Watch your back. Invader incoming.
Oh.
Another invader just then. There's our
I saw the strand, but I saw him throw a strand, but I didn't see, like, you know, where he was.
Now devour that primeval.
All right, take out the primeval.
All right. Did not have enough.
Allies headed to the other side.
So Morale, I can get a few kills. That should help ease up their primeval. Alright. Gonna get the envoys.
There's two envoys. Okay.
Your invaders back. True kid. Primeval compromised. Burn it down.
I've got my super up. So once you get, I'm gonna activate my super.
Alright.
Oh, nice.
We just got another set of envoys, I think, to take on shortly.
Yep. They've already popped up.
And we got an invader to worry about.
Yep.
Oh, I see him. He's behind us. Behind us. Behind you. On your.
Down. They took out.
Got him.
Nicely done, Grant. Nicely done.
Primeval compromised. Burn it down.
See, these matches can take a turn really quickly depending on
Primeval's nearly dead.
depending on how you play.
Yep.
You made that.
Got him. Woo!
Look at
I
us.
like that I luck out, like, whenever. I feel like with how low they get when I throw the grenade or do, like, the heavy weapon thingy-majiggy, I feel like I'm lucking out and it feeling effective just because of how low they are. And it's basically, yep, hit the fire, does the hit, it seems like they're dead.
Oh yeah, I got accommodation. How do you give accommodations?
If you hover over them and then you, like, select them, so, for example, level-headed, and... Oh.
Accommodation. They make me feel good.
Alrighty. So yeah, and I would like to do that again. Alright.
Gambit is a hell of a lot of fun. It is.
1723, 1731. Okay, so sniper rifle uses special. So that's frost. I'll probably... Yeah, I should be able to, like, swap from, like, one element to the other, because I was using the shuriken-looking icon. That's frost sort of damage, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. And then I had this rocket launcher.
Oh, stasis, as it's also called.
Stasis, righto. Alright, and that was giving me recovery. 1726 to 1735. This one gives me better discipline, less strength, but I think that's because I can do a stat increase for my strength.
Oh, nice.
Alright, so get rid of you. And then swap to you. Dismantle this plate, dismantle this. Details to...
I got a good grenade launcher. I like the grenade launchers over the rocket launchers.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's see. What can I put in? Increases the amount of ammo you can carry for void weapons. I'm not really doing that. Reduces flinching, increases... Reduces incoming stasis damage from combatants. Void, solar... I think I'll reduce the...
We're about to head back in.
Yep, nope. I was just, like, updating, like, different pieces of me. So, I don't have, like, a lot of new stuff.
Pieces of me.
Yep. There we go.
And pieces of you. There's a song reference here, if you know where I'm going with it.
No.
Good, I don't either.
Alright, so yeah, I'm normally gonna be the red and... So I don't have anything for that one. Here we go. That was fun.
It was.
Alrighty.
See who we get.
That's fun.
Hi! Bring a sword.
And pull it out of your ass next time.
Alright, so if they're hives, does that mean I want to use like more fiery sort of damage to them?
Not really. Hive really don't have anything that's sort of... There's no real sort of major weaknesses. So there's...
Give me those
so the only
motes and
real
I'll make you rich,
weaknesses,
brother.
if
I
you...
promise.
I'm not really sure what creature is weak against what sort of elemental damage. But when it comes to elemental damage, if you see something like a wizard with a red shield, blue shield, or purple shield, if you use that corresponding element against it, then its damage is easier.
Yep.
So a light blue shield is for electric damage. A purple
Hostiles
shield
at the
is
tree.
for nova damage. And a red shield is for solar damage. Cool, I got my pulse rifle 1. So it's an easy way to get rid of their shields quicker.
Okay. So it's not like Grenier or whatever, like in Warframe, where it's like, oh, there's an obvious like type difference of who to go for, because it's like, you know, sometimes you've got to deal with more shields, which means you want to do more energy damage or something or other.
Yeah. I'm not 100% certain on those. I'm sure someone like Spiky can answer that a little bit easier. Or there could be some guides to look up that might give you an idea of what sort of weapon type work better against.
Why am I being
which.
slowed? There we go.
Oh, one of our team just deposited 15 motes. I've only got 2.
I'm on to 11 right now.
I'm getting a bit of drop in frame rate here at the moment.
Yeah, I think it's because there's a lot of weird projectiles going off.
Yeah.
Dink. Thank you. Go.
I'm dropping almost 40 frames.
I'm at max. I think it's once you're at 15, you can't carry anymore.
No, you can't carry anymore once you're at max.
Yep. All right. Depositing. There we go.
Large blocker to the other side. You're a horrible person. Portals primed. Go make a mess. Allies headed to the other side.
Okay, someone else is going across.
Yeah, I really don't ever go across. I focus on the moats. Mostly because I'm not that good at PvP.
Yep.
Your allies back and they just wiped out the entire...
4 kills!
Oh, wow.
Hey, what did he do?
He must have had like a lucky opportunity where they were getting greedy or something, like against something like this ogre, and he was able to just go, you know, like just cringe everyone out of the way.
Also, Engrel's popped me in my move outfit.
Ah! Dead.
Hostiles inbound at the beach. High value target destroyed.
Alright, now I need to...
Yeah, we had a high value target pop up.
Yep.
I'll hold on to my grenades when we get the,
Cookie for Engrel! Sorry, I was holding shift when that happened as well, so the gun popped out. I've not yet altered the V-Nyan to just do the blend shape like activation thing, so... Oop. I thought I hit you correct. There we go. Did I not get anything? Okay, so a little bit of ammo.
The boot. Milo, how you doing? See, Milo's another Destiny player that's really, really good at Destiny.
Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus.
Prime Evil's up. Target the envoys.
He and Spiky play together a
Your
lot.
allies
Okay, okay.
Oh crap, okay, we've summoned our Prime Evil, which means we've got to deal with...
Yep.
Invaders here. Brace yourself.
Careful.
Where is he? I don't see him.
Yeah, I don't see him either. keep yourself moving. You shouldn't have to worry too much about the. Oh crap! No, he got me. He's hiding he's hiding in the building, the destroyed building.
Oh no, he's outside right now. Oh, he's dead.
Nice. I mean, we can't blame them for trying. They tried too hard.
Yep.
Envoys eliminated. Focus on the prime evil. Guardian down.
I died just then. Just bit that so hard.
Oh, can I revive you? No, you're already back there. Okay. Alright, more of those envoys will have to pop up at some point.
Yep, they're popping up over beachside.
Ah, damn it, I ran literally the opposite direction.
Yeah, so did I.
Oh, he's on me. Wait, no, he wasn't. Nope. Somewhere else.
I see him. It's the maker again. He's on the beach.
Envoys eliminated.
He's hiding behind the rocks there, Grant.
I don't see him behind the rocks. Oh, there he is.
Hey, easy there.
There we go.
You got
Nicely
it.
done.
Enemy invader is down. You can breathe.
Not great when they are able to do that nonsense.
I think he's using a Nova, which is hiding him.
Ah, okay. Oop. Oh, I gotta reload my turret.
Go suck a lemon.
You go suck a lemon, Blue. I'm a little busy right now. Oh, we gotta get over to the forest.
Oh, great. He's back again. How is he invading so much? And it's Omega again. Yeah, he's using Nova, which means he's able to hide himself.
Ah! I saw him and then I just couldn't get a hit on him.
I think he's using Nova. Whenever he does his little dash, he goes invisible for a few seconds.
You'll get him next time.
Whoever Omega is, he's doing a good job.
Alright.
That primeval's compromised. Hit it with everything you've got.
Oh, he's healed to full as well. That's annoying.
Yeah, so as long
do
as
they?
he...
I don't think they have their primeval yet on their side
No,
either.
they don't. But that can change in a hurry if we're not careful. Yeah, just a little bit of PvP and well, not major PvP. It's more PvP, PvE. Sort of.
Invader inbound. Huh.
Invader again.
Wait, he's the only one there. There's only two guys on their side.
Oh my god.
That's why they're having trouble getting their, That's why they're having trouble.
Oh, he's on me, I think, somewhere.
Nope, he's down. Four guys on the other team, they've lost their, they've lost half their team.
That's not great.
So they're working at a massive disadvantage. So to be able to keep us on our toes like this, you know, at this point, they're doing something damn good.
Because we can't get any more moat on our side, can we?
No, we can't build any more moats.
Brother, you've got some moves.
But it only means if he's coming in from the portal, there's only one person sticking around to earn moats for them. And you can only earn 15 moats at a time, which is not a lot of moats.
Haven't seen shooting like that since an iron lady named Aphrodite ruined my bar. Dark Age was wild.
Man, no, GrantZeebs doesn't deserve any commendations.
Hey.
I got 2 level-headed.
Woo! Yay, good for you.
That's
also, I
because
see.
I'm so smart.
I was wondering who did the Himbo cam on me. I thought it would have been Furry Cures or Foxmagger. I didn't think Blue really wanted to see my titties.
I thought Angro would have done it, you know, given that it was your titties.
723.
Sorry, Angro, but you are a little predictable.
726, 731. I haven't really. Oh, I need to go into his like thingamajiggy, don't I? Hang on. Quests.
I've yet to meet one that can outsmart a bullet.
Defeat combatants with a scout rifle's final blow. Oh, I've not been using that, like, at all. Finishers and solar ability. Okay. Swap over to solar. Change. Alright, so that's an auto rifle. Swap to scout then. Can I make this a full auto, just to make it easier on myself? Yep, holding down the trigger will fire in full auto. Excellent.
Oh yeah, that is really useful doing that.
Mm-hmm. Slightly improved stats.
Actually, damn it, I can't do that with the medium multi-tool scout rifle. So what if I appreciated good titty? I mean, there's nothing wrong with appreciating some good titties. It's just we expected you to be the one to do that.
Yes. Oh, I can do it for the armors, but I can't quickly apply skins to the whatsamahoozy, to the weapons. I have to like go into them next time.
I don't have the catalyst for the medium multi-tool.
Oh. Hive again?
Cabal on the field.
Oh.
Yep.
I thought his thingy-majiggy, like the animation, like did the same peeps. I didn't realize because he did that before with us for the Hive, so I didn't know he was going to do that for the Cabal.
Transmat is go. Give me those votes and I'll make you rich, brother. I promise.
Just watch for the turret Cabal drop.
Yep. Good.
Because those are where problems are going to start coming in.
Incoming at the gulch.
Okay.
And also just keep an eye out for any of the big guys too.
Yep.
Wait, why are we saying cowbell and not cowbell? Oh,
Because it's the Cabal.
It's the Cabal. It took my brain a second to register that. Yep. We've got some big boys in.
Yeah, I know. Oh, no. Moats are about to disappear. Never mind.
If you can't collect them, don't rush them.
I know what I'm doing. I have played this game mode before in Call of Duty. It's like the tags.
No, I don't have the catalyst for the multi-tool.
Invader on the field. Careful.
Yep. Where are the... That's not good, because I still haven't deposited my thing yet.
Yeah, we need to kill this knight so we can deposit.
Oh shit, something's...
Deposit.
Yep. Oh, on my left. Yep.
Blocker to the other side.
Mr. J himself. He's over at the mechanical building.
Invaders out. You'll get him
I kind of
next
almost
time.
fucked myself there for a second, so I kind of had to back out.
Burn it down.
Yeah. I was able to deposit, thankfully. Please don't be another... God damn it.
Monks, brother. Whack the blockers.
Remember, we can easily turn this around if we can keep them from killing their primeval. Crap, they popped the blocker down.
Yeah, just a quick one.
Incoming at the depot.
There we go. Turret.
Ready. Go say hello.
Yep, took care of it.
Small blocker to the other side. This is what the taken feel. Revel in this.
Crap.
Ah, damn it, didn't get any of them.
See, that's why I don't go in. I find like I am way good at that.
Yeah, plus, I think someone give the hint to, like, PvP good weapons are, are not the same as PvE good weapons, so...
Yeah. There are some weapons that I see a lot of people use in the metagame for PvP.
Yep.
I'm not all that good with them.
Oop, did not do the jump I needed to do.
I'm taking you out.
There we go.
High value targets running. Get it.
Where?
Oh, I see him.
High value target neutralized. Almost time.
Ah, damn it. Turret got it. It was like right in front of me.
Coming in the cavern.
I'm dropping my small.
Alrighty.
Portal's up. Go take him out. It's not over. Kill that Primeval.
Oh, they're killing it quickly.
Yeah.
Very quickly.
What we need is for somebody to go in there and deal with them a little bit, slow them down. But
Yeah, can't do that.
Your invaders down, but they got 2 kills.
oh, nice.
Envoys eliminate. Focus on the
Crap.
Primeval.
Oh.
Guardian down.
No ammo.
Your allies invading the other side.
Oh, he's running behind the rock.
Yes. Yep, annoying. Oh, damn it, I forgot he could do AoE, like, melee hits.
Yeah, be careful not to surround him.
Your allies down. They scored a kill.
They may get that Primeval before we
Yeah.
do.
I think so.
Unless we can turn it around with a full team kill.
Enemy team's about to win this. Get and
Nah,
that's it.
enemy got it.
Opposing team took out their Primeval.
They were fast.
They were.
Like, I was seeing their Primeval, like, just went, like, rapidly down. Like, woof. Ugh. Excuse me.
Here, excuse you, may go.
But yeah, Mr. J himself was, like, crazy.
Well, he's Mr. J, that's why. He's the Joker, baby.
Alrighty. Tab, quests. Oop, no, I didn't want to select that. Season 20, there we go. Alright, so we got that. Did I unlock anything? No. Scout rifle kills, finishers, solar ability. I didn't do anything in the solar ability. In a single life, calibrate against
Scout
any.
rifle, and then I got sidearm, and then finishers.
I got scout rifle as. Wait, why?
Why?
In a single life, calibrate against any target. Oh, for some reason it was saying like my scout rifle, for like the advanced scout rifle calibration, 0 out of 20. But then with the scout rifle in Gamble, it's 11 out of 15. I think that might have been because, you know,
you died.
Yeah. So. Cannot access other activities at the time. That's fine.
Oh, and yeah, Husky, I agree with you. Playing for the meta is boring. Playing for the fun, now that's where it lies. That's the meta that means it's boring.
That's where the fun is. Right, heavy rocket launcher versus grenade launcher. I think I'll stick to grenade launcher. And these guys will stay as they are. Nothing new with the helmet. Alright. Oh yeah, I can look at previous results and see. Alright, so Kitsu 30, 29, 26, and 15. Ugh.
Resident Evil 4 demo remake. Say the line, Leon. Where's everyone going? Bingo. Yay!
Lol.
I guess I should do the demo in Discord sometime soon.
Yeah, I've never played the original Resident Evil 4. I know that's in like everyone's like, oh, you should play it. It's like pinnacle game or whatever. It's like, I haven't. I have not seen the
I actually might do some playthrough of Resident Evil 4 original before I do the remake.
Okay.
All right.
Because the remake's actually out very soon.
Got. Vex on the field.
So I wouldn't mind doing the original before I do the remake.
Last time
I've beaten the original
Vex, my
a
crew
lot.
rode their gate network. No one survived, except me.
Why is everyone targeting the Drifter?
You ready for transpat?
I think they just want to be funny.
Drop those targets, take the moats, and bank them.
Alright, so we're dealing with Vex. Which means watch out for the Hobgoblins and the Minotaurs. And aim for the center parts, the glowy white milky bit. Because for Vex, their milky center is their actual weak point.
Incoming wave.
Ah, okay.
And yeah, I know what I'm saying there.
Didn't doubt you.
Oh, I just meant for all those who are probably going to question me saying the soft, milky white bits.
Hmm. Oh, come on, get out of there.
We get it? Yep, Hydra's down.
Hostiles inbound at the steps.
No more Minotaur. You notice that the Vex all seem to be named after sort of mythology and Fae-like creatures?
Huh, how vexing.
People throw things at Grant for that terrible joke.
Hey!
Terrible dad jokes are my thing.
You're not even a dad.
Once you hit 30, you're technically a dad.
Oh, okay, so that's like a few months for me.
Yep, that's the furry rules now.
Watch it! You're shedding moats! Kill the blockers!
Grant, go and take care of that blocker.
Yeah, I'm heading over there.
I'll give you a hand.
High-value targets on the
There we
field.
go.
Hunt it
12 to
down.
positive.
Put some rounds in it. Portals up.
So yeah, I don't really have the weapon for, you know, PvP.
Yeah, I really don't have any sort of real PvP type weapons either. Oh cool, I've got my scout rifle, damn it.
High value targeted down.
Crap, they dropped another one.
Bleed mooch, brother! Whack the blocker!
And there's an invader.
Careful! Hostile income at the base. Enemy invader down. Nice.
Alrighty.
Even if they're only small or medium, drop them.
Yeah,
That should keep
I've been
your enemy busy.
dropping
Let's see
mediums.
more moats. Opposing team summon the prime evil. If they kill it, they win this.
King, stop dodging. Really didn't want to waste my grenades, but I need to do some big damage very fast.
Allies headed to the other side. Sending small blocker.
Base.
Almost time for a prime evil. Fill that bank up.
Let Mystic do his first.
All right, you can still win this. Burn
Bless
that
you.
Prime evil
No, I
to
tried
the
to hold on to that one.
Your allies down, but they took out 2 opponents.
Nicely done.
Convoys ate it. Now devour that prime evil.
It's an ogre too. Watch out for the eye bleed.
Yep.
Feet.
The thing you're dealing with right now.
Yeah, I was kind of lucky
Oh,
I got knocked
Jesus.
into that tree.
Watch your back. Invader incoming. Your allies invading the other
Oh,
side.
Jesus. Not great.
Well, they've got to deal with an invader too, so that's good for us.
Oh, might be behind us. Alright,
Convoy
go.
taking a dirt nap. Prime evil time. Woo! Your invaders back. Raiders wiped out the entire opposing team. Guardian down.
Back in. I don't want to deal with that nonsense without you.
Aw. You do care.
Yep.
It's enough to keep me alive.
Yes. Where's the next
Damn
one?
it.
Good news is their primeval is like full, so they have to like go through that fight more than once.
Convoys 8. Now devour that prime evil. Invader inbound.
Oh jeez.
Enemy invader is down.
I blew myself up.
Did you take it with you though?
Yeah, I took some things with me. Yeah.
The Legion. That prime evil's nearly dead.
Damn it, he had to go invincible. That's second.
Back over there.
That prime evil's not long for this world. Burn it down. Take this game. Your invader's back. 2 kills.
God.
Come on, clench those butt cheeks, people!
The enemy team's about to win this. Get moving. Yes,
Boom.
sir.
And that's ours. Meow.
Nicely done.
Woo!
Haven't seen shooting like that since an iron lady named Aphrodite ruined my bar. Dark Age was wild times.
Yay.
Good work.
I love that he's all like, hey, don't kill him too fast. I need you know, some of them alive.
Yep. Woo.
Might as well put the Durang in full auto.
Alright. Engram Tracker.
Oh, I could masterwork my Durang.
So I got 4 waiting for me when I go to the What's-a-Mahoozies again. The Taking new weapons, no, not really. 733, 736. Another grenade launcher.
Crunchy.
Is it alright if we can go into the... Oh, canceling does just instantly cancel. Never mind, I thought...
You're all good.
So, yeah, because a few things with him, like, completed, and I was like, oh, I'll get more bounties now. So... Excuse me.
You're excused. Oh great, my account's got overdrawn.
Oh, that's not great.
Just love it. Thankfully, I spoke to my duty managers. They're going to use some of my annual leave this week just to help prep me up a little bit.
Go suck a lemon.
Well, just because I only had like two shifts this week.
Oh, that's
And
not...
even though there were night shifts, it's like that's only 2 shifts.
How you living, brother?
Yeah, it would be nice. Would be preferable to have more than just that. 3, 4. And then a powerful gear.
Don't waste this.
Enchantment core. Gambit Glean at rank 7. Then I can reset rank at 17.
Yeah, that was made for you.
Alright.
Alright.
Open character then. Alright. What kind of gear can I swap to? So from Battle Scar, so 1722 to 1723.
Ooh. Ooh.
Let's see.
Shiny.
Yep, so I'll switch you to full auto. Increase stability, increase airborne effectiveness, range and stability, and handling speed.
Super gamble, melee gamble, blocker elimination gamble. I got another scout rifle gamble.
Alright, see. Airborne effectiveness, won't try any of that nonsense. Alright, and then...
Oh.
So that was for the scout rifle.
What have I got? So I've got Final Blows increases mobility, weapon range, and handling for a short duration. Faster time to aim down sights. Rapidly defeating targets with this weapon grants bonus sprint speed. Guardians become the Guardian powerful combatants. And high value targets grant this bonus quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Swords gain increased charge rate guard resistance.
Right.
I think I did
Right.
gun and run.
Haven't really got any new, like, gear. I got a few weapons, but not really interested in changes there. I've changed my secondary to a sniper rifle, so then that way, like, the next time we go into a, like, there's an invasion option, I could try and do that, because I think I have a mission or two.
Yep.
You got
Defeat invaders, defeat companions with void, with solar, collect and bank motes, solar abilities, finishing blows. Alright.
Shax doesn't.
Yep, solar ability is already enabled.
Right. You do you.
So, destinations, Gambit once again. 770. Yay. Starting a different ritual may reduce gambling rank points. Points to next rank, 270 out of 450. How many points do you, like, are you supposed to get from, like, a gambit, like, finishing a game?
Find moats out there.
It can vary, I think. Losing, you still get points, but you get less. Winning, you get more points.
Yeah, no, fair.
Light, dark. Let me tell you, the only thing that matters is the hand holding the gun.
Damn, I need more legendary shards.
Break down some legendaries, I guess.
No, I just need to, break down some stuff.
Okay. Wait, does it? Does my screen do that when I... So...
You got somewhere to be? How about Gambit?
Oh, I need to hit launch, that's what.
Making friends with the Cabal.
Yeah, I was gonna say that might help.
Ha.
Slide with me, baby, when I say down.
Down.
Down. And then it's the Michael Jackson dance-off. Actually, you played Hi-Fi Rush recently, didn't you?
No, I didn't actually.
No.
Everyone got into it, and I was like a little bit hesitant in getting into it just because I already went through the rocket, like the hell thingy-majiggy that did the same premise, and I was like, I didn't like 100% enjoy it personally, and so I was like, not my thing, avoid it. And then, lo and behold, everyone enjoyed it, and it was like everyone was remarking on how it was a game that was like, oh, this is proof that we want our single player, like, you know, short adventures. And I'm like, god damn it, like, I missed out on that. Like, so many games that I've wanted to get into have just been like a disappointment for me this year.
Yeah.
You're like, I had... Go on.
One of the scenes in the game is basically a direct rip of Space Channel 5.
There's a lot. I've seen a few, like, peeps commenting about references and such like that in, like, you know, TikToks and what have you. So I know there was, like, a JoJo one. All of them are named after, like, T's or something like that, so...
Yeah. But yeah, the one of the boss fights actually has a part in the middle where she'll do a whole dance thing, and then she'll actually do the left, right, chew, hey, chew. Almost like straight out of Space Channel 5, and I just sat there just like, are you shitting me?
Just making...
Because I saw it as a clip on TikTok. I'm like, this actually makes me want to go and play Hi-Fi Rush.
Sometimes it's being tempting, but I didn't want to, like, chase after, like, a thing just because, oh, everyone's... Like, I don't have the same feeling of FOMO about it. Like,
yeah,
it's not the kind of FOMO that's getting me to play into it. It's a little bit of FOMO, but not enough to be like,
all right,
you know,
ready to see what you're fighting today? Hi, bring a sword.
Bring a sword.
Why does he tell us to bring a sword?
The hive don't scare you, do they?
Maybe he likes swords.
Yes, you did kill a dog.
Popcorn.
Transmat pride.
Oh. I didn't realize you were doing the
Lock and
cowbell
load,
thing.
hotshot. Get those moats to the bank.
Nobody realizes I'm cowbelling.
Need more of us to be aware.
No, nobody ever wants to cowbell with me. Infinite grenade!
As long as it doesn't damage me.
No, but they're fun.
Hostile incoming at the depot.
Alright. Depot.
Depot. Infinite grenade!
So wait, how come that's getting procced?
What, my infinite grenade?
Yes.
So anytime I kill an enemy with a melee attack, I get infinite grenades for a set period of time.
Missed
But
that
I
jump.
may or may not have powered up my axe just a little bit.
Incoming at the gulch.
They dropped another. I don't have enough for a blocker, but I might as well toss them before I lose the chance to.
Yeah, same.
Sending small blocker. Portals prime. Go make 'em.
Watch out for the Revenant ones. They explode.
Yeah, I think I've seen those variants before. So many of my guns just feel like... No, they dropped another blocker.
Well, let's drop the blocker and get him out.
High value target is on the field. Hunt it down. Put some rounds in it.
There's a high value target.
Your allies invading the other side.
Here he is.
Hostiles incoming at the cabin. High value target neutralized.
I'm not doing very well with collecting motes. I'm making kills, so I'm not collecting
Your
motes.
allies down, but they took someone with them.
Nicely done.
Alrighty. How far away are we? Oh.
No. Don't like it when they want to go bang.
Alrighty. Gonna deposit. Ah, goddamn you.
What happened?
I was about to deposit and then a knight came in. And there's an invader, which we have to deal with as well. Oh, I see him. He's behind Thunder Exile.
Damn it. I got done in by a wizard.
I got done in by something.
Remember, that wizard came from the moon.
Yep. And I've lost, like, I dropped 15 motes, so... I was gonna do, like, a large thingy, but as I was running in, knight.
Invaders off the field.
Damn it.
Incoming at the gulch.
That's right, I think Costa's gonna drop one.
Another invader. Well, he's out of the way, like, instantly. Oh, that was a waste. That was like 1 mote. Thank you for the hyper himbo, Sir Dragon.
Hostiles incoming at the depot. Hey,
And of course-
he has enough to pull a primeval.
Okay, we got enough to pull a prime by the sounds of it.
Portal's ready. Go say hello.
Ecto Dragon just hitting all the buttons. Oh wait, no, it's Angro now that wanted the Himbo.
Incoming at the goat.
I mean, it's Angrel.
7,
Oh, okay, looks like we're about to drop Primeval.
Vader on the field. Careful, Primeval's up. Target the envoys first.
Damn it. Just hit me in the head.
Oh, yep, I see him.
Not great.
He's coming around to you guys from the right-hand side. Changes the eyebrows.
Vader's gone. Get him next time. Envoys 8. Now devour that Primeval. Watch your back. Invader incoming.
Oh, where the hell is he?
Crap.
Where the hell is he shooting from?
Above. He's a warlock.
Oh, magic.
Yep, and he floated.
Vader's gone. Get him next time. Your enemy called up a Primeval. Finish this before they do. You're ahead.
Great, he's dropped.
Allies invading the other side.
Right one down.
Envoys terminate. Now, bring the house down.
Yum.
You're being invaded. Find them before they find you.
Shit.
Is that another, like, warlock we have to deal with? Oh, there he is, there he is, there he is, I see him. Ah, damn it. Wasn't doing any good hits on him. Man, they're having fun, aren't they?
Just a little bit.
Your allies invading the other side.
Damn it, damn it.
Damn it. Yeah, the
Your
aliens
friends down.
from,
They're coming back to your side.
No.
Opposing team's about to win.
It is gonna win.
Invaders here. Brace yourself. Envoys terminate. Now, bring the house down.
I see him. Hang on.
The enemy team's about to win this. Get moving.
Got him.
Hey,
Oh, nicely
you didn't
done.
start
He got
that
me.
fight. You finished.
I had to rocket out. I was like, I'm not, like, waiting for him to, like, you know, charge up or
And
anything.
that's it. Opposing team took out their Primeval.
Sucks.
Hey, we did well enough.
Report your success to Drifter in the tower. Why is that? What? Ding.
We gotta report our sex to Drifter in the tower.
I don't think that's what he was talking about.
Wasn't he? Oh, okay. I mean, I thought that's what they were talking about.
Alright. Yay, I'm now a brave 3, whatever that means. Alright, so tower quid pro quo. Okay. 2, Oh, I can feel getting sweaty for this one if I stick to PvP kind of stuff. Probably not.
It's good. It's good though, isn't it?
It's fun. I will tell you that right now. I think the thing that's kind of hitting me a little bit is, I don't know, I felt more powerful before Lightfall dropped, however. That's the weird thing, is that I thought I felt powerful before then, and then Lightfall dropped, and I was like,
did you see that?
I feel like I got, like, you know, hit with a nerf. Even though, like, everything rose up in, to, like, 1600 or something, I was like, it felt like felt like lesser because, I don't know.
Totally get you. Also, thank you, Joshi, for the vor command. Oh, Joshi, if you want fun vor stuff, I could eat this Grant burger right here.
No, don't eat me.
See this burger right here? I'm gonna.
Nope. Nope. Yay.
Joshi's first response: my belly.
Ding 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 ding.
Joshi's saying do it. Joshi's saying eat the Grant burger.
Unlock this in collections to purchase. Oh, okay, so you need like engrams to do that.
Ooh,
and then this
I got
is
something
legacy. How am I supposed to?
Actually, if you like the PvP in this, you should try Fortnite sometime.
Zeebs has to deal with Kahlua now code. Everyone wants to eat me, Blue. Everyone wants to eat me. It's totally unfair.
I mean, not really.
Go be back.
So nothing new with this guy.
I mean, it might help, but it probably doesn't help the fact that you look and taste delicious. I mean, you are basically a giant Berber at the moment. You can't blame us for wanting to nibble on you a little bit.
I can blame you, and I will. I will blame if I'm eaten on your stream. I'm gonna make you like personally responsible, as it's your stream.
Probably should be pointing to the Vor Redeem at the moment.
Where is this marker leading me?
Probably over to someone.
Vena something for the Vanguard. Blue man. Blue man. Oh, I'm getting cancelled right now, am I? Gosh darn it. I knew my drop in viewership was for some reason. I didn't realize it was for being cancelled. I thought it was just because I was falling off and, you know, fun and what have you. Right.
So, also, Joshi, what are you up to at the moment? You at work, watching during your break, or what are you doing?
Oh, it's Josie, not US.
Hi.
Joshi does do a lot of work. I think he works for like Amazon.
Whenever you need.
Okay. And then bright dust.
Always something new
I
at
do
Everver.
need a sword. I want to go with. Oh, I can probably get both. Nope. Okay, I can't get both.
Quests.
Eternity's Edge.
Unclaimed thingy-madiggies. Earn points by banking motes, defeating blockers, and defeating gambits. Okay. Defeat Guardians in the Mayhem playlist.
It's a
in the Cosmodrome, earn progress by completing bounties, patrol public events in all sectors. Complete a lost sector on Legend or higher. In Nemonuma, collect and place 4 action figures. Complete the quest.
I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, I'm looking at a lot of these things. Complete the quest Unfinished Business. Also defeat companions through Nemonuma with precision final blows. Bonus progress awarded for using machine guns. Can you get machine guns in this game?
Yeah, assault rifle. Yes, you can actually. They are exotic weapons, most of them. I have one
She
called
said
Thunderlord,
she wanted to express herself, so I gave her a thumbs up.
which was a gift during the. It was a gift that you could claim during. The Smart 3.0 update.
Mm-hmm. Past, present, and future season 6 seasonal content and awards. 4 seasons during sexual. Year 6 exotics.
I think Joshi just jumped in to jump in the belly and then bugger off.
Okay. Alright, so that's my seasons done. Complete crucible quick plays and earn ranks. Trial access. Your zeal is noted, friend, but your light requires refinement. As the acting officiator of the trials of Osiris, Saint 14 is assessed and necessary requirements for entry. Oh, okay, I can't do those. That requires.
Yeah, and Trials of Osiris I don't think are operating at the moment.
What's with this small gift thingy-madiggy?
I'm not sure.
On the offensive, defeat any boss in the Nightfall playlist and accumulate points. Okay.
Eververse trades in goods we feel.
Oh, no, use it well. If you don't use it well, I'll be very upset.
Using solar damage. Oh, I need to go through way more gambits. Defeat combatants as a team in any raid or dungeon using Arc, Void, and Solar damage. Defeat powerful nightmares on any destruction within nightmare hunts.
Oh, Grant, where are you?
Oh, I'm just,
Come over here, behind you, behind you. Come up here.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Now, I think it's stand right here and then hit tab. Oh, it's not doing it anymore.
Hmm?
You used to have fireworks go off here.
Probably that was like a pre-Lightfall thing.
Hang on, I think over here.
Where'd you go? Oh, there you are.
No, it's not doing it anymore.
Meow.
I see no reason to live anymore. Goodbye, cruel world.
Ah.
Just fucking end it. I can't set off fireworks. Just end it.
Ugh. And on that sour note, I need to think about ending the stream shortly.
No, that's all good. That's all good. Why don't we call it now?
Yeah. All right.
So let's head back over to our chat screen.
Yep. Get the music starting again. So yeah.
Who is actually available to raid at the moment? Let's see.
It's a pretty fun game. Playing with you obviously made it like a little more fun, but I don't know. I felt the same way with it playing it solo as opposed to playing with a group, and I'm not too sure if that's just because we're on a free, like I'm just playing it as a freebie. I don't have any of the expansions or anything like that. I don't know if it's because of that. Or
I mean, it's one of those games you can jump in, you can play it for shits and giggles, and you don't have to worry about, really being pressured to go through with it all the way. If you don't really care about it, you just jump in, do some mindless violence.
Because mine doesn't have that kind of feel to it. Is my drink leaking? I'm gonna be really annoyed if that's a problem with this bottle. Hopefully not.
Is it leaking?
It's just this like generic, like you get it from Kmart 2-liter bottle thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know why. I was expecting something similar to most of the MMOs I played, where it's like you you just have like this really long quest line to go through. But to be fair, like the only most recent one that comes to mind is Final Fantasy XIV, and I need to learn that that's a unique status of Final Fantasy XIV, and is that main story quest line is not something all the MMOs do, is it?
Yeah, no, not all of them. And with like Destiny and stuff like that, you've got your campaigns to do those, and then there's those take probably maybe an hour or two to go through all those. And then you've got everything else on the side, which you can do as well. You don't actually have to focus on the main campaign of it. You can do the main campaign, get that out of the way, and then boom, you can focus on everything else.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
So there's a few people we can raid. Cosmic Waff is doing some art at the moment. What are they drawing currently? Well, they've just started a sketch at the moment.
Oh, okay. I think they're a good peep to raid into. Give the peep someone calm to view after all the gunfire and such.
They're a good sneaky boy.
Alrighty. Yeah, I'll get my raid set up for them.
Yep, and there's our raid message as always.
Cosmic Woof. Alrighty, get the raid started. This is our raid message if you wish to utilize that. So Code, where can the people find you streaming next? Because I'm not streaming until like Friday, but when are you starting next?
So I'll actually be doing tomorrow with some more Remnant from the Ashes.
Oh, okay, then sort of same time as tonight, or you're going to start a little later?
My 9 p.m. time. So I do a little early with you, but normally I'm about 9 p.m. Especially during summer, because it cools down a little later on around 9 p.m. So that's normally when I'm.
Okay, fair enough.
So yeah, I'm going to be doing more Remnant from the Ashes. I might be able to drag Engril in for some co-op time. You know, drag the Moo in for some co-op fun.
That should be fun.
Oh yeah, it's a good time. It's a lot more fun with more people. Anyways, though, we're running out of time. We should get these raids started.
Yeah, I'll say a quick thank you everyone who came along to tonight's stream. I greatly appreciate it. Code, thank you so much for giving me a little more fun in Destiny 2. I really appreciate it. And I hopefully will see you all next time as I go through more The Last of Kingdom Hearts 3 on Friday night.
Looking forward to seeing that. Until then, though, remember to have a good morning, a good day, a good night, or wherever you are. Just have a good one. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
All right, I gotta go and get the